Tumeanza live basi. Karibu sana say. There's another man cave talk. Oh, sijaanza TikTok bado. Tuanze TikTok pia. Hii ni episode 122. Ngoja pick up tiko tuone kama nimeanza hapa hivi. Okay, sounds good. Sasa. So, mtu wa kwanza hapa alikuwa Kwame. Ako nini? Na TikTok kweli. Hebu tuone. Oh, ishaanza. Sasa. So, hii ni Man Cave Talk. Welcome back. Tuko TikTok live na YouTube live. Welcome back. Hii ni Man Cave Talk live episode 122. Inaitwa live Q&A, no filters, just real talk. Kauna swali yote based on videos of last week ama last previous live. Unaweza uliza, ndio hivyo live session ile. Leo itakuwa kama maybe 2 hours hivi. Nimechelewa kidogo kuanza, lakini hatuko late sana. So hiyo ndio ni ya leo. Topic ya mwisho ilikuwa about tracking. Ile tracking niko try to describe the easiest way ya entry level ya tracking kwa kama nini hivi. Mbona kitu imove? Tuna kuwa situated bado. So I hope niko loud and clear. Kama unasikiza, hebu tuone. Kulikuwa na Kwame alikuja hapa mapema sana kidogo. Sema tuko kambi. Ilikuwa couple of ilikuwa a few minutes ago, maybe 2 minutes ago. Alafu kuna msako ndani YouTube nimefika. Godwill Braham. Sasa majina yako riba. Kuna Godwill B alafu Ramuel. Ni kind of hard to pronounce. Too many words. No. Sema hapa hello mkuu. Poa kabisa vipi bwana? So nilikuwa naongea juu the last video ilikuwa juu ya mambo ya tracking na sijui kama ni mix up hizo tu. Kulikuwa na day cab na dump truck. So nilikuwa suggest ile kwanza na day cab ni a little bit cheaper than kwanza na dump truck, because dump truck una buy ni kama a whole customized truck setup, inakuwa hard kidogo, lakini alafu pia bei yake pia typically a good used dump truck itakuwa almost over what 100,000 150 something like that, 6 figures. Lakini a good used day cab itakuwa maybe hata 40,000 20,000, just depends, because ziko more in the market. So kuna ile nitongaje ile, the best way kusema express ni there's more of them, so ni easier ku afford your day cab. Lakini dump truck kunua, a previous owner has to be selling it ama a company that runs dump truck, so that's why inakuwa a little bit expensive. Lakini a good entry level ni side dump. Side dump, you don't own the trailer. Kama leo nimevaa shati ya hii ni MBE. This is a company I work for, MBE. Inaitwa MBE Tracking and Material Supply. Established 1984. Nilikuwa na safety meeting jana, wakanipatia t-shirt ya attendance. So nikasema acha nivae leo ndio ni at least niwakilisha nijue. So this is a company nimework now for the last 15-16 years hivi. Nikipull both side dump na dump truck. They own their own side dump trailers, so kama uko interested unaweza pigia simu, the same name, to look up online, uangalie information yao, wa call, watakwambia everything about what they do, what expectations. Ni pretty easy, by the way. Kama tuseme uko na CDL license already and you can buy your own truck. They even have trucks for sale, by the way. Ukiongea nao, they can sell you one of their trucks which is already set up, ready to go. I think zinaanzia kama 45,000, or may check everything. They won't sell you not working, like a bad equipment. Itakuwa at least pretty much inafanya job. So naweza kwambia ukweli kabisa, nimenunua truck zao 2 nikianza. When I first started, nilianza na truck moja, the truck I was driving from one of my friends. lakini my second truck ni by kwao, third truck kwao. So wako na pretty good history ya equipment wanakuuzia because wanakusupport. Basically ni kama ile they're in business, you're in business, so they really want to support you in your business too, ukuwe successful. So it's up to wewe, ni commitment na hard work. Hiyo ni kwa mzuri hivyo. So is it advisable to leave your job ya Kenya 250k kuja US for tracking? Josephat, I mean, if you want to, that's up to you. Unajua hivyo. 250k ni US dollars ama Kenya shillings? Ala Kenya shillings, I think it's a lot of money. Sijui how much 250, acha niangalie. 250, come on 250k, if you're doing well, there's a multiply, maybe you leave off maybe, I don't know, 60,000, you can save 100,000. Sijui 250k ni how much Kenya? Tracking the business is like you're asking me, is it advisable to leave my high-paying job for a business? No. Ukiniuliza mimi, in my own biased view, nasema yes. Lakini I've never been on the other side of maybe niko na ile ati I have a job that pays, nikipata a job that pays me 250k US dollars a year, I'm going for the job. I mean, it's a two-way thing. No. Sababu in tracking, we pretty much make the same amount of money, lakini as an owner, determination ni hivi. Kama naweza break down a little bit more before niangalie ma Q&A. Kuna any Q&A hapa hivi? Hebu tuone kama kuna, just in case. Yes, I'm gonna make 250k. The way you explain complex ideas makes me want to learn more. Is unforgettable. Oh, appreciate it. Thanks a lot. I'm glad it's helping you understand these things better. I want everybody to succeed, by the way. As an older, since somebody got too old, but maybe middle age, old, most of my experiences in I learn from the things I fail on. No. If I'm trying to do something, then when I fail on the thing, what's the next solution? What's the best solution to this problem ahead of me? Alafu naona, okay, well, una explore all the options. Alafu nasema, okay, this one seems like it's going to work out. Alafu naona, I jump on it. I try it again. If I succeed, I'll come and share with you. Why not? Konini? Because I know it's not everybody at understand your concept here. Sometimes you have to fail in some things to succeed. Lakini just bet on yourself, basically. Just bet on yourself. You can't bet against yourself. I mean, what else do you have to lose? Come on, what else do you have to lose? So anything you're trying to do, you fail on, find, okay, what's the next best solution? Alafu na look into it. So come on, you're unforgettable, that's really good. If you're learning from it, it's really good. Like it in two-way. In business, you can make $250,000 in business. The thing, you don't really need the background check. It's who you are, like basically right now, just a person. Say, oh, I'm going to go get my CDL license, stage 1. Okay, do the test, whatever, the process. No, you have to trust that process. To get license, that's maybe the first milestone. Then you'll buy your first truck, second milestone, then you'll work hard. Probably when you buy your first truck, with a finance, it's going to be a loan from the bank. So it's okay, you're getting a loan from the bank. Then you'll finance your first truck. Then that's the third milestone, you pay it off. The fourth milestone, you start saving towards your next truck, or your next venture, whichever it is. You have to know, lazima kuwe na goal. You need to have a goal. You don't just, I mean, even if you stumble into trucking and you get a license and you buy your own truck and you start making that kind of money, ni wewe be determined. You didn't go for an interview, ask for a job, negotiate with your employer how much money. You're creating your own system. So if you want to create your own system, you have to take the first step. That's what I did, by the way. I didn't have a lot of options. Nikamna green card. That's true. 19 years ago. It's been a while. Maybe a lot of things have changed, but most of them are still the same. Because okay, I'm trying to rent a house. You need 3 times of your income to afford this house. So it's like you have an option. You think you can afford this house, but you need to have 3 times the income for that house. Ilikuwa another apartment on Main Street, good location, near everything. There was a library hapo, kulikuwa na maybe government offices, fire, police. The city, ilikuwa tu behind the city headquarters, basically, city hall. Yaani City Hall ni kama tuseme ni walking distance, ni 5 minutes away. Naona. That's where I wanted to live. Nikaambiwa you need 5 times of your income to qualify for this apartment. Sema okay, then I can qualify. Nika settle for another place that was not ideal to me, right next to like a train, ilikuwa railroad tracks, naitanga hivyo. Railway line, basically, railway line. Nikaishi huko for a while, unamka asubuhi sikia train inapita. Inakuamsha. So nikasema okay, next time nika realize okay, if I need to do something, I need to make more money to be able to qualify for this apartment. Nikaanza tracking. All of a sudden my income really quadruple. Basically, I actually did 4 times. I was making 4 times more than what I was making doing my 2 minimum wage jobs. Because kama in context naweza kwambia, my first job kuja hapa States ilikuwa I worked in a store. Ilikuwa kama ni pharmacy, inaitwa Walgreens. Ni pharmacy in the back, but kuna convenience store kumbele. So it was pretty much a pharmacy. No. That was my first job. Alafu, how much was I paid? $7 an hour. Nikitoka ilikuwa $9 an hour. Alafu my second job, ilipata within 2 weeks hivi ilikuwa in a factory, in an assembly line. So they were paying me like about $12.75, I think. Sikumbuki. Niko na check kama ya $450 hivi. $450 plus maybe $900. $900 in 2 weeks plus $250 from my other job. So combined hizo mbili ni kama approximately 1,800 plus 500. So the 2,300 a month. No. If I did a little bit of overtime, napata maybe 2,500. Alafu naingia tracking, in 2 weeks, my check is 5,000. No. Another 2 weeks, 10,000. Man, it didn't talk from, my income really quadruple. Then I went to that apartment, same apartment that walifail kunipatia nini apartment. Nikauliza, hey, I need an apartment. Akaniona, oh, this guy's been here before. Within 1 hour, nilipigia simu. I actually missed the call because I was believe semaje, I'm going to wait another 1 month before I'm qualified for the apartment. So nikaenda kwa one of the Chinese restaurants ilikuwa around the neighborhood that I used to go to. It's my first Chinese restaurant, by the way. I always remember. Alafu nikaenda huko hivyo. I had my lunch. I remember everything, by the way. Nika had lunch. Nikatoka hapo hivyo. Then I was on my way to go check out the truck that I just bought. On my way, nikapata phone call. Nikasikia voicemail that I got an apartment. Ilinistua yani. Maybe I was too excited or too, I don't know what kind of emotions. I threw up, by the way. Nikabidi pull over on the side of the road kwa shoulder. Remember exactly the whole event, the same day. Nikatoka nje, nikakaa kwa passenger side. Then I threw up all the food that I just ate, all the Chinese food. So, I don't know what happened to me that day because I'm excited. Because I qualify for my first apartment. Yani, this is big deal to me. No. So basically, that's what it is. My obstacles ni kama a blessing. Juu naona, okay, I have a problem, how do I solve it? So kwangu kwanza nianza na hivyo. What quadrupled my income from minimum wage ilikuwa tracking. So and I've been at it for a while. Lakini kusema una make $250K a year in Kenya, if it's US dollars, keep your job. If you ask me, keep your job for now. But try and live within your means. Alafu maybe maximize the money that you have. Like maybe use a little bit of it, alafu save more. No. So Charles Belimo, how a long time, hope you'll be doing okay. I'm doing good. Miss Lydia Merudi, our residents, you're doing different things now. Good morning, Albor. Mambo poa sana, nakuona. Muona video zako bado. I'm still following you. Na recruiting na nini. Karibu sana. So that's what you do. Kama uko na job poa, uko na mshahara fiti, stick to it. No. Who am I to tell you what to do? Lakini ukiona kama you're starting off from the scratch, you want to build your own thing, then get into business. No, just get into business, build your own path, make some mistakes, learn. Kuna hiyo assumption ile, the first time you make a lot of money, if you're not used to it, utai misuse. That's a guarantee. Learn that. Understand sahi. Kumbuka hii section ikisema hivyo. You'll buy stupid ish for a while. Alafu ndio useme, what am I doing? No. Okay, I need a phone. Nunua phone. Like another analogy. So, okay, I need an iPhone 17, 15. I don't care. I'm okay, buy iPhone 15. Okay, I need another iPhone so I can make it to the new iPhone 15.1, 15.2. Okay, I have 2 phones. What else do I need? Oh, I need some lights for my camera in remote here. Oh, I'm gonna buy the lights. Oh, unaangalia Maisha states. Ideas. I need a soundboard. I need a microphone. You'll buy stupid shit. In the beginning when you come into money the first time. Lakini kumbuka tu, just remember this conversation that I'm having, it's only for a reason. Sema ikuwa na structure ndio usikuwe surprised. Kama ujua if I crashed into $1 million today, unfortunately, ile tu ni I'm saying crash, which is almost impossible. But just imagine, let's just say it's true. Niki come into $1 million today, I know exactly what I'm gonna do with it. Exactly, yani. Your scenario may play in my mind over and over again. Non evil. So I'm preparing for that big moment. Exactly what I'm gonna do with it, I know. So you something you have to pre-planning of your next move. Kagapoa hivyo. So that's what it is. Kwanza na side amp is cheaper because the tracks are cheaper. 40K, imagine 40K. If you buy independently, maybe ni 40K. Ukiinstall ile system ya kudump another 10K na kwa 50K. Alafu maybe utafinance 60K kitu kaa hiyo. Ukifinance 60K, they might give you 4 years. So chukua 12 times 4 divide by 60. It'll determine how much money you're paying plus interest, whatever. Alafu wanzi hapo. Alafu stay at it. Jobs ufanya hapa hivi construction, it's seasonal. See the whole year, see 12 months. At most ni kama hata there's some 8 months. 8 to 9 months. At most ni 9 months as some hivyo. Anything after 9 months ni bonus. At least within Minnesota because of the weather. I'll shut down because of the weather. So basically, if you do that and you start off from... understand that all the money you make, you need to save up for 3 months with no work and have enough money to get you started after 3 months. No. Kituka hiyo. Alafu, you build your way. If you're a couple, if you're married, to advantage. One of you can go apate a job. For the sake of two, they go for employment because they need insurance, some other benefits as employment. Alafu, on the side, mnakuwa na business. That team here, one of the partners are in business, na one ako in preferably the man can do the track, the woman can do the employee thing. I'm a vice versa, it doesn't matter, but I'm just being equal opportunity. No. So, you work your way out. Itakuwa easier to achieve your goals when you're doing it together, by the way. No. Two forces are stronger than one. Whatever goals you have, you get there twice as fast when there's 2 of you. Mukwa 4 inakuwa 4 times as fast. Lakini sometimes kuna ally na watu who you're not connected to, experience, it takes some time. So, okay, what's your recommendation on starting a tracking business with the current economy? Keep 926. It doesn't really matter. If you're starting, you're starting. You're not looking at today and what kama musema hivi. Suppose, okay, this is Maisha States. It's Maisha States video in the channel. Okay, I'm not the one who came up with the name per se. It's the subscribers. People suggested, hey, it should be Maisha States. Okay, so Maisha States. So Maisha, the life in the States. Pretty much my perspective. Alafu, as much as I can share with my limitations. I have some limitations. So mostly kwa hii channel, I don't talk about current affairs. Mortgage your long-term goals. So if you're trying to start a business, the long haul, itakusaidia. Sometimes even when the economy is bad, it's better because you'll get a good deal. Ukianza. As long as you have your plan, na kuna backup na kila kitu. Means to give up on business because the economy is hard. I'll just go through it. No, kawaida tu. You'll just go through it and you'll emerge victorious on the other side. So once you start, you start. Sisema ati kuna any naongea juu long-term goals. Juu si ati when you're in business tracking, it depends what kind of tracking though. Because I move on your construction, most of the time, every year, there's a project going on. There's things they have to repair. There's roads, there's bridges, there's maybe repaving, new development, demolitions. All these things happen every year in construction. Kuna new projects kama nini, I think Facebook Meta, the company, is expanding their data centers all over the nation. I think because of AI, they need more capacity for that. So they've been building in different communities all over, statewide, countrywide. So it makes sense kwa hivyo. Constructions will always be there. So over the road, kuna specific kama reefer if you're delivering food. That will never stop. Imagine, you'll never stop delivering food. Why? Because food people eat whether the economy is good or bad. So it's a long-term goal. You can deliver fuel. People need fuel on a daily basis. It doesn't matter what the economy, gas is diesel is $5. It doesn't matter. It's $2, $5. People still need gas, the energy. Same thing if you're investing in stocks. One of the best stocks to invest in become energy. Energy people always need energy. So you never lose. Itakuwa ile trajectory just going up and up. So kuna strategy semeti, usiangalie vitu za short term ati the economy now. You know why we have problems sahi right now. Na mi focus kwa sababu ni Maisha states in general, kuna ile ni kama secret agreement na hii channel. I don't dwell on current affairs. I'm not reporting on news. Mi ile inasemangaje, if you think about the politics of the present politics, tomorrow they'll be relevant to you, completely relevant. No. You can do whatever you want. Ruto sijui ni term 1, 2 term, 1 term, whatever. It doesn't matter. Ukisema if he's president now, election ikuje, somebody is new in president, if you keep complaining about this guy, you got to complain about the next guy anyway. No. Itai change. It's just politics. Lakini, what about your personal development? Ukisema, okay, I'm going to start a business today. Kusema kweli kabisa, the only things that since nianze business, nimekuwa na upwards trajectory ever since. Few down the trends. Kama sahi ni economy. It's something I can't really help it. I'm not in the office. I'm not running for office. I'm a businessman. So gas is $5. 2022, gas was $5 too. Because ilikuwa ile war ya Ukraine na Russia. Russia invaded Ukraine, then gas went up. Then it went down. No. Then now it's up because of, I don't know if it's US and Israel attacking, Iran conflict. It went up. It's going to go down. Does that change anything in the business? No, it doesn't. No. So the companies we work for, I'll keep up with it. One thing about the tracking, and that's one of the beautiful things I like about the construction scene, tracking, because of the contrast nature and everything, they always keep up with the cost of operations. I'll be honest with you, if I can remember the numbers. The first time in your construction, they were paying us $72 an hour, which is pretty good money, 15 years ago, by the way, $72 an hour. Kidogo ikaenda, I think 75, 77. Ikaenda 81, ikifika 81. From 81 ikaenda, I think 89. Then tukaenda kwa 92, tukaingia 96, tukaenda 99, tukaenda 105. I think from 99, immediately from 99, ilienda mpaka 115. Immediately. 117, I'm sorry. From 105, 102 to 117. Sahi nasikia fununu sahi, kama more on a track, I have tracks like different categories. Side dump ni 117, quad ni 120, quint ni 125 an hour. So nasikia sahi, they're about to get a raise of $10 above everything else. No. So India, one of the only fields in Mekua for a long time, there's actually kuna ile increment here, cost of operating business. Even though it's temporary, so what you can do, Nile, you can work 8 to 9 months on construction, then find something to do for 3 months. No, you can get a job, part-time job. Watu wengi mujua, they do like other jobs, like deliveries and whatnot. I was thinking about that, but my limitation is I have a younger kid who doesn't go to school. So if I'm not working, it's cheaper to watch my kid than pay for childcare. Because what ukiangalia ile value ni ile, when I'm watching my kid, my kid gets the privilege of being watched directly by their parents than a stranger who you pay, non-able. So that's my limitation. But probably that's not your limitation. It's mine, it's not yours. So unaangalia difference ni hivi. So kuna ATEM K5G asemaje, VP Albo, leo nimeingia class live for the first time, but nimewatch podcasts zingine kama 10 za Man Cave since I discovered this channel last month. I identify with your podcast. Thanks a lot, I appreciate it. Yes, ndio na jina lako, ATEM K5G. I haven't really seen your name before, lakini na appreciate sana. Kama ina resonate ni poa. So what I would say ni ile, if you have any questions, ama anything that can improve, ama you want us to talk about, sema hivyo. The reason why I do it kama Q&A ni ile, people ask questions during the week, alafu nasema niko na 1 week session ya live. Inakuwa more open-minded. Alafu over time, when my daughter gets older, I'll get back to ile explain vitu in details. No. Kama YouTube inanisuggest here, I don't know why they're suggesting that I should do a members only content. I think so. I don't know. So I'll do, it's basically itakuwa different. Itakuwa do the same thing I'm speaking about. Lakini because wanasema, I don't know why they're asking me to do a membership. Nasema maybe analytics. They keep telling me I should do a membership only channel. I mean session. So what I'll do ni ile repackage to this the whole thing into a membership. Ile kama ile step by step. I'll have to improve as we go. Of course ndashare na kila mtu, but if somebody wants to be part of the membership, itakuwa ile reserved for members only, ile specific, systematic. Juni mwongea na msee jana, by the way, I talked to a lot of people. Hata ningemuuliza permission, sitaki kumtaja juu ni mtu very famous ako hapa hivi. Ukiangalia live za last year ama the previous year, he was very active kwa live. Ako hapa US, amekuwa hapa for a month. Amepata license, I think 2 days ago alipata driver's license. Alisema his own words, tuliongea naye jana. We didn't talk for long, lakini tuliongea kidogo, catch up. I have his number, we'll keep in touch more. Alisema one of the things imemsaidia sana kwa hii live ni ile, everything I do na Maisha states, because it's so authentic, according to you, I'm not really, I'm just quoting. Ile, when I'm doing my driving videos, when I'm talking about life, vile amekuja hapa hivi a month ago, na the knowledge, prior knowledge alikuwa naye because of Maisha states, it's made his life so easy, by the way, so easy. I'm in a driving test, I'm a past driving test. I mean, it was how long do you have to take before you do tracking? Like I'm sure as soon as possible. Don't even wait for it. No. Yeah, wife yake alikam kama nurse in the beginning. Alikam kama nurse, I think maybe a year ago. Alafu the family was able to join her a month ago. 3 kids and a husband. So now it's a whole unit together. Alafu amepata driver's license. So he's on his way. And I'm really happy I mean, it's just so good to understand that akienda driving. I didn't even know that because amusemaje mutra could replicate my life. I tried make videos based on the name of the channel, Maisha States. So when I'm driving, camera yangu ezimiki, I'm not cutting clips, I'm not reporting news. Muweka tu streaming. I'm driving from this point to this point. So amesema alikuwa na watch nikidrive, subconsciously mind yake ilikuwa inapikiza hint. So vile ameenda driving school, based on my videos, imemhelp navigate through life as a new immigrant faster because of Maisha States. I was so excited. I'm like, wow, it's good to know that. Sababu someone kama, it's just really, it's making his life easier, which is the point of the channel. Sababu mimi kuja hapa hivi nasemaje, most of the things I do, I'm not gatekeeping information, by the way. I'm just giving you the real deal. Let me vashati ya MBE. This is a company I work for, by the way. Ni brokerage, so work now kama subcontractor. Inaitwa Material Tracking and Material Supply, MBE. If you look them up, you'll see them. This is a company I work for. One of the companies I work for, but more prioritize out because to have a long history. Nimebuy track mbili kwao. They've treated me maybe it's 70% well, 30% not so well. Not their fault. It's just some individuals here and there. But I mean, unaangalia the big picture. Lakini they don't really have to treat me well. Ile patile, the most important part, we are on good terms, by the way. No. So basically, this guy is doing well, and I thrive. I'm gonna get licensed just based on a video. Do you know how? Man, it's funny because sometimes move second guess. Should I do a video or should I not? Nasema, okay, kama Jack sama, should I do a video? I was running errands yesterday. Nikaona, man, I don't have anything to talk about. Lakini, sababu sema, kuna any questions, kuna anything? Nasema, hapana. The last thing kanaongea ilikuwa juu ya tracking. Okay, to Q&A. Semaje, kuna Joslik, shortcuts is always wrong cuts. Mimi niliambiwa mpaka nipate green card, nipate license ya tracking. Mimi niliambiwa mpaka nipate green card, nipate license ya tracking. The smart, don't listen to people though. Fanya hivi, the best way ni ile, try and do it yourself, mpaka ukwame. Alafu one, why did I get stuck? Because of this and that. If it's something you have to do something to get there, do it. So that's what happened to me. Everything for life in my life, at least in the United States of America, since kuja hapa hivi, nimekuwa ile every time napata obstacle, then I try and figure out how do I overcome that obstacle. Alafu 9 times out of 10 na overcome. Alafu nakuwa hata kama like a master of it sasa. I can speak about it. So kuna Vincent hapa hivi alikam kitambo asema, hello brother, doing good Vincent, nice to see you. Kuna nani mwingine hapa, kuna Camry Coleman, hi. Camry Coleman anasemaje? Anasema, can I sub to you? Go ahead, just sub. Go ahead. It's free. Subscribing is free. Awesome. Alafu Rani asemaje, Climate Lux asemaje, hey Albo, it's grateful for your encouragement on cruise ship jobs. Nilipata job offer January 2026 na Carnival Cruises cruise line. Niko on board process. Tuesday I did my C1D visa interview nikapata. Good man, Climate Lux. Kwanza wewe umetoka mbali wewe. Last year tu amekuja tu boom akaanza channel. Come and experience it. Utakuwa on transit, but it will give you a snippet of the other side of the world where you've never been to. Alafu itafungua macho. You'll see some stuff. Naona. If you've never flown internationally before, itakuwa your first time. Naona. Kama mimi, musema ile, I need to travel more. Honestly speaking, I need to travel more. Sabu, my first time to fly a plane, which is, I mean, usama kama kuna watu 8 billion in the world, the people who've been in an airplane, ni kama 25% of the population, the whole world. Majority of people have not flown anywhere, by the way. So me, the first time ni fly a Boeing 747-400, ilikuwa KLM from Jomo Kenyatta International Airport to itongaje, Amsterdam, Schiphol, AMS. Amsterdam, Schiphol Airport katika hiyo international. Alafu nikamko Minneapolis St. Paul. So nikamuku hivi, the flight ilikuwa KLM Boeing 747-400, ni wide body, nilikuwa of course economy, I wasn't so rich. Nikafly, kafika hapa hivyo Amsterdam, I think ilikuwa morning, then 4 hours, ilikuwa waiting time, 4 hours hivi, nikatransfer, ile itongaje ile layover 4 hours, nikaswitch to, ilikuwa Northwest Airlines. Now that I know well about Northwest Airlines and the route, nikafikiria ndege ilikuwa Boeing 77, I don't think ilikuwa Airbus A330-300 or something like that. Ilikuwa hiyo route wamenunua siku hiyo. I think so. Sababu a year after nishakuja hapa, hiyo Northwest iliuzwa to Delta. So Delta owns the company now full time. They still kept the planes. So kuangalia history yake ni ile nilipanda Boeing 747, ilikuwa wide body aircraft mpaka hapa. Alafu nikaingia Airbus A330 mpaka Minneapolis MSP. So the 2 wide bodies international flight. After that, I've never really traveled international again. Nimekoma hapa for 19 years. Alafu 19 years by the way. So then the flip side ni ile nishepanda hizi ma local, hizi kwenda tu kama tuseme Florida, Seattle, wapi, na hizi ma narrow body airplanes. Hiyo ndio experience yangu. But soon I think nimekuwa too busy because my oldest daughter iko ana turn 16 this year, so I've just been a parent and trying to do business and figuring out life. So sijaipata time ya kutravel vizuri, but I think in the future I'm heading there. So kalapia nani Climate Lux amesema, hi Albo, I'm grateful for the encouragement on cruise ship jobs iko last year. Nilipata job offer January 2026 na Carnival Cruise Line. Niko onboarding process. On Tuesday, I did my C1D visa interview na nikapata. No. Congratulations, man. Come and experience a world. No. Technically, it's like una provide a service in a cruise ship na people pay to go to those cruise ships. So ni kama uko paid vacation, technically, for a while. Good experience. Alafu, what happens ni ile, there's a guy, one of my friends, we encouraged last year, maybe not last year, 2024, anunue truck yake. He was already a driver for a while, but he didn't have the motivation to switch over to the other side. So what he did ni hivi, alinunua truck yake ya first. Akaanza construction naye for the first time. Alafu construction ikaisha. But because alikuwa amenunua hiyo truck, he made the first move ya kuanza business in the beginning. Yani ilibuild ile confidence yake, I could say so in my own words. He could say it better. Alafu akaanza off season akatumia the same truck kufanya kazi extra ile ku just another business. Ameanza kuthink kama businessman, like if I have the equipment, if I have everything, let me go to the next step and do something else. Akaanza kudo the next thing ikakuwa more lucrative than the first thing. So saya ameanza kuona, I don't even need to go to the first thing because the second thing is working out. No. Nimusema hivyo. It counts to just do something. No, just do it. Kwa nini? Itaku help kufika the next step that you're looking forward to. si guarantee, lakini ile fact ile unaifanya tu doing things itakufungulia njia you never thought you had. Like it was right before your eyes all this time. Ile tu you never had the guts to move to the next one. Naona hivyo inakuwaga hivyo basi. So usife moyo, fanya tu kabisa. Naona so mimi niliambiwa okay, hapa ni d something, sijui imepotea wapi. Anyway, next ni wapi hapa? Kuna keep it raw and real. Naona Maish Ken 2414 anasema hivyo. So inakuwaga hivyo, unaangalia tu ni ile as things go, is it working out ama it's not working out. Lakini the moment umeanza kuifanya, musema tu any movement is progress to the right direction. Jukika stagnant, unajua usema hivi kama tunaishi kwa planet Earth on a hourly, almost every second it's going around. No, it's going around. So if ni kama globe, muamini the world is a globe. Kuna some like a flat. I don't know how flat. Okay, suppose it's a turntable, whatever you want to do. Hata nikwe inclusive to the flat earthers theory. So if the earth is flat, alafu umesimama hapo hivyo on a dot on the flat surface, ama on the globe, it's moving and you're stagnant. Utakuwa tu hapo. Unaona? Uta move mahali. Lakini the moment you start moving, it's moving anyway without you. Uko tu pale the same spot, the same dot on the globe, ama on the flat surface, whichever you believe in. I don't believe in flat. Flat, it doesn't make any sense because of the way the planes fly. It doesn't make any sense at all. No. It makes sense. Ukiangalia aviation, there's no way it could be flat. So inasema hivyo. So any movement in progress. The way economy ya world iko structured, things wouldn't happen to you when you just sit down and do nothing. Kuna system imekuwa created. I don't know if it's unfair or fair. Kuna communism, kuna capitalism. Mostly in capitalism. So for you to participate kwa capitalism, there's a way you have to move. There's a way you have to move. It might look unfair. I'm not the one who made the rules. Neither to understand the rules, play the game by the rules. Simple. No. Kama ija make sense, ni hivyo. Do you see? I'm not the one who created the game. Game imekuwa created kabisa tangu from the beginning. No. I don't know type hivyo. No. Understand. Kama ndanini nimeitapa haraka. No. Understand the rules, alafu nasema dash play the game by the rules. Ndio hivyo tu. Understand the rules, play the game by the rules. Command A, C, niseme enter. Kama itakopi hapo, alafu nikuje kwa hapa pia niseme the same thing. No. Natumia nini? Understand the rules, play the game by the rules. That's it. Hiyo ndio nini yangu. Niliget from somebody else somewhere, but it's true. It's just, that's what you gotta do. No. Understand the rules, play the game by the rules. Mbona ija update? What happened? Nakataa. Sijui nini mbaya inafanyika hapa hivi. Anyway. So that's how you will move in the world. So ukiangalia next ni kuna balance of opinion yako if needed, opinion yako if need be, kuingia kwa crime in order to make it. I'm not saying crime. I would never say that. No. That's, you're putting words in my mouth. Kama some of Naija people, don't do that. Don't do the crime thing. I never say that. No. Me nakwaga, I have a business, I have a license, I have insurance. No. I drive by the speed limit. Keep all the laws. Just say anything about crime. Don't misquote me. Don't put words like that in my mouth. No. I stick to the right way of doing things. Know the game of the rules, play the game by the rules. Inamaanisha, if there's a law about the country, you keep the law. That's it. I don't say don't keep the law. That's not me. Now you're putting words in my mouth. I didn't say that. No. So more believe when Mr. understand the rules of the game, play the game by the rules. Simple. Naona hivyo. Ukisema mimi nimesema, I didn't say that. Tena kama TikTok inaendelea junaona comments as nini. I don't know what I did. Sometimes inasema kama Oh, hapo ina refresh na huko refresh. Naona nimesema hivyo, understand the rules, play the game by the rules. Nimesema hivyo, I think so. Mbona refresh hapa? I don't see any comments na refresh. Inaenda kama inanyamaza tu, naona imebaki stagnant, lakini hapa naona ndio hiyo basi imeendelea hivyo. I think ni copy in the beginning. So nimesema hivyo, ile kama kuna hivi, kuna ndio nafika ni ule content creator wa kumanifest hiyo camera, but niliona hiyo video ya track ukisema utasoma construction, naisomea saa hii kampo, tutafanya hiyo job pamoja in future. That's good, man. That's good. I knew it. I was talking to this guy, yoga na kampuni yake. Nikamuuliza, what do people do? Ile, okay, I work with a lot of jobs. Ile kuna job ya hii, kuna job ya hapa. So nika understand kuna watu ile, the whole process inaanza hivi. Government needs a road repaired. Alafu wana list road for repair. Then when they do that, over time unapata somebody picks up the contract. Alafu wana negotiate, wanakuwa na estimators. Alafu it moves on from that stage and blah, blah, blah. So it was so what kind of degree do you need to have to do such things? Akanambia, well, it's construction management. So really, yeah. So what do they teach in that? Akanambia, well, it'll teach about estimating projects. Sasa to be on the safe side, if you're advising somebody to join construction, kama kwa US, for example, there's some example hapa US because that's what the topic was based on. Ni mtu wako hapa already. Akanambia, you can go to community college, which is kama Kenya Polytechnic. Polytechnic ni kama community college. It's a county college, in a county, basically, county. Kuna state, county, federal. So kitu kama community college ni within the county college. So it's a little bit cheaper. Sababu iko funded na taxes from the county. So hiyo ni community college. Alafu unafanya construction management. I think kama 2-year program hivi. Ukikuja na kufanya construction management na community college inaitwa M-Visa. Ile M-Visa, CF1 ni M1 or something like that. Visa ile community college. 2 years. After 2 years, you find a company, go work as an intern for free. Ile kupata ile real world experience for another 2 years. So while you're interning, take some classes kwa maybe university, alafu ufanye construction management as a degree. Transfer credits za community college, ndio ukuwe na less credits, usirepeat twice. Then, kwenda mbele sasa utapataje? You already did that, alafu utakuwa na degree, na uko na 2 years internship. Then, look for a job. Asama hizo jobs are construction management, if you know the whole thing, inalipa between $150,000 to $250,000. At a highest level, either kama kuna experience, no kuna education, and you know what you're doing, pretty much somebody can hire you today, and you'll just do the thing. No. It pays really good, between $150,000 to $250,000. So the same thing as I'm making a tracking deal, lakini tracking ile in the beginning. So why not do that? Mbona usiingie tracking once a business, then you transition to construction management while you're still doing tracking, then you ingie internship while you're still doing tracking na internship, alafu ingie shule in a way. Ukishaingia upata job, abandon tracking kama business on the side, iko side hustle, then you take the education in the shule. So double income yako kuna make $500,000 from tracking na from shule. Alafu kienda mbele kidogo, maybe you start your own construction company. You already know tracking. So kama kuna 2 skills, you can manage trucks, you can manage construction. Inakuwa easier. Then you end up like this company here. No. So you work with them. I'll do estimating, I'll do bidding, I'll do tracking, all rounder. So another company that needs tracking and bidding, and I'll be, hey, why don't you guys do that for us? We'll just focus on construction. Mnapewa ile a percentage of the work. Maybe ni kitu ya $2 billion, mnapewa 40% of the work. No, inakuwa, how much is that? Half of $1 billion, 40% ni kama seme, inakuwa $800 million. It's a lot of money. So contract na kwa hivyo, you just make things work. I never knew that. I'm glad I asked. Ona. Junimuza to illustrate, what do you do to bid for jobs? Jumujua people who bid for jobs and wanna end up kumaliza projects. Kuna project manager, so ni construction management. Ona. Civil construction management, I'm a general. Sijui, I'm yet to look it up. Of course, you know me, hapa hivi Maisha states, the more information I get, the more information I share. So nena niongee na community college nisikie hiyo, nichukue programs. One of these days, kama one of the rainy days when I'm not working, na visit one of the community colleges, niongee nao na options, waniambie what you need. Mara mingi US mtu need GED. GED na maanisha nini? GED, General Education something, GED. Man, nasa hayo kitu kila siku. Hiyo ndio kama starting point. Lakini pia show kama ulimaliza high school, unaona? GED diploma, General Education Diploma, unaona? Meaning General Education Diploma. Inamaanisha ndio hivyo, I think so. I don't know, nasema hivyo. General Education Development I think in the diploma. high school GED too. Inamaanisha hivyo, naona. Sijui mbona comments zangu azirefresh huko hivi, hata sijui, ngoja nione. Naona hapa hivi kama sioni comment yote inakuja hapa hivi. Opinion yako, hii ni YouTube. Semaje? Opinion yako if needed ni kuingia. Naona hiyo ndio imetrigger. Naona. Hii ni YouTube, which is which now? I don't know which one I'm doing. TikTok. Imestop, tusioni kama ki refresh comments. Ama watu wame go down, sijui. But anyway, ndio hivyo, hakuna nini yote. It's good when there's no more questions. Alafu na live mapema. Umeona? So kuna GED, requirement ni GED basically. Kuna GED unakuwa sawa. Yani ile GED, General Education Diploma. Alafu unaingia community college, unaona? If it's not so, they'll give you some entry level exam. No rush. Unajua no rush, unaona? Mimi sijachukua GED. I should. Naweza fanya from home. Kuna classes za usiku. But it's something I'm considering. You never stop from elevating your personal lifestyle. Unaona hivyo? Always elevate. Usiogope. So ingine ni ile understand. Hii ni mimi nisema hivyo. Understand the rules of the game. Play the game by the rules. Hii ni kama tu ile idea ile tu. Something you can live by. Kuna rules out there. Kuna game out there. So understand the game. Play the game by the rules. Utakuwa sawa. So hapa hivi kuna asemaje JR Junior, JR Caring. I was watching through 55 minutes of truth video. The one you talked about buying a house, but I got the same while I was reading the book Psychology of Money, which I'm done by the way. Amendelea. By the way, okay, I'm done. By the way, asemaje? By the way, amendelea. I started Rich Dad, Poor Dad on my second chapter, thanks to you. Oh, thank you. That's really good if it's helping you out. I get it. Sabu, hata mimi, if I talked about the housing thing, chances are I got the whole idea from the same book, by the way. Ile tu, mufanya hivi, when I read a book, everything I learn from the book, muandika notes. I don't have my notebook over here. I don't spend so much time up here, by the way. Hapa mufanya tu live, alafu I'm gone for the whole week. I can come here occasionally, maybe could try to rearrange vitu, but I don't. My office is upstairs. Ile kuna everything. So when I read a book, nikipata some idea that strike me like it's important, I write it down. By the way, I write it down. Alafu na ingest. It's like I let it get into my system. You're buying a house, it gets into my system. Unaangalia juu kuna watu the staunch believe you should never get into mortgage. Keep renting, you're saving money, which is true from the ideology. Ni kama ukiambia mtu aje, muaga very careful. Like I wouldn't tell you like, hey, don't follow your religion. That's not what I would say. Okay, ukiangalia kama tuseme Christianity, example, there's so many problematic things about Christianity. So much problematic. If you're analyzing, itakuwa very problematic. Unaona? Like kuna watu wamechoose basic faith. Unaona? Nasema tu, there's these teachings, they need structure in their life. There's a structure. Kuna mtu labda ni Muslim. There's so many problematic things about the scholarship ya Muslim. Kuna Buddhism, kuna all these religions. Kuna so many problematic things about the formation of your religion na kila kitu. So many things with a peak problematic. Lakini if you're doing it anyway, based on your own faith, that gives you structure, who am I to tell you that, hey, you should abandon your religion? Then what? Follow me? No, I don't want you to follow me. Do I have any structure myself? Probably not. No. So why would I do that? I'm not going to tell you to follow me. So the thing, just determine your trajectory based on your structure that you have. Kama ni Christianity, angalia the basic faith ya Christianity ni nini. Musikia kama basic faith ya Christianity ni treat others the way you want them to treat you. No. So ni kama treat others the way you want them to treat you. Mwana hivyo. In a positive way though. See that if they treat you bad, you treat them bad. An eye for an eye, okay, whatever that is. But ile kuna hiyo ideology. Kusema ati who was Paul, who was Matthew, kienda ile nitty-gritty advance, utakuwa disappointed. But somehow it gives you structure ya kubuild character. That's what's important kwa religion. Basic faith ni muhimu kwa religion. See kujua what I knew, this and this happened. If you want to do that, unfortunately mimi, at some point nilikuwa na explore religion. Ni explore sana religion mingi sana. Nikapata there's so many problematic things about them. Lakini did it affect my life? Nikasema hapana. Niangalia zile principle ile, naona, live and let live. Kuna ile fairness, justice, naona, don't treat people unfair. Ile tu overall. So kusema unaangalia the best things kwa religion, you use those as your structure to build your structure. Sababu you need some form of structure. Naona hivyo kwa life yako. So kama ni religion, sawa. Take it. Naona, ride with it to the sunset if you want. That's okay. But usiambie mtu ati hii yako ni mbaya, so what? So they can follow you? No, don't do that. No. Ataka unajua, even if you know the Gnostic Gospels, iko contrary to Christianity Gospels. Okay, if you want to study, yeah, I know a little bit about the Gnostic Gospels. Sabu in the context of Christianity, ni illegal, ni the other side. But ukisoma in its own ground, it makes sense in its own ground. So have your own structure. Naona hivyo. So kusemaje, mtu kusema ati, okay, don't buy a house, just rent because it's too expensive. True, but semaje, analyze usemaje, okay, what about the contrary to that? What if I buy a house? Mwana hivyo. Kuna difference. Sababu kama mimi usema hivi, we own a house right now. Tumekuwa na hao for the last 4 years, 5 years, sijui. But I've been in America so it took me 15 years before I got my first house. Mwana hivyo, 15 years. Think about that, by the way. Come on, get buy a house, maybe 5 years in. I'm giving myself 5 years because 5 years in, that's when you wanna settle down in a new place. Come on, US, 5 years in. Come on, get buy a house 5 years ago. Alafu ni 30-year mortgage. By now, niko 19 years. 15 years niko into the mortgage. So I'm almost halfway paying it off. Meaning if I sell the house now, I walk away with a lot of money. Kuna ile equity tied to the house. Mortgage kuna interest. You have to figure out how do you beat the interest. Nimesema nini in the beginning? One of the things in Milan kwa life hapa states ni ile, you see the obstacles in your life and you learn how to overcome your obstacles. Kwa na hiyo principle, things will be okay. No. Hata when you're struggling to sema tu, the struggle is real. It happened. Lakini obstacle determine how do I overcome my obstacles. Step by step. Okay, niko na mortgage. In most ways, I feel like I'm losing my money. Is renting cheaper though? No. Kama ni mambo ya housing. Is renting cheaper? Because rent always goes up. Ijaienda chini. I mean, no landlord at reduce rent. Atatake advantage. Na kama sahi, if you're selling fuel, usikie, oh, there's a war in the Strait of Hormuz. Unaongeza, kurudisha na kwa, let me use this opportunity kuiba pesa for another 1 month. Alafu na kuwa forced to. Nobody reduces their price. So, but if you own a house, utakuwa na mortgage for a long time, by the way. But at the end of it, that house that you bought for or you paid for a long time, kuna maintenance cost, which comes from your pockets too. Or you can borrow against your house to fix your house just to retain the value over time. Ukona insurance. Lakini muona, it's totally worth it to own hao because ukiangalia history ya America, at least not from 1960, from 1930. Sababu 1960 ndio Civil Rights Act ilikuwa passed, which allowed black people in majority to own houses. But white people and the rest of America from 1930s, kulikuwa na ile the New Deal after kulikuwa na the Great Depression. History to America, a little bit of history. So ukiangalia which people walinunua houses in 1930s, how is their family doing now? No. Anybody's parents who took advantage of the government program in 1930s, sai the wealth is still intact in their family, second generation. Naona hivyo. Meaning buying that house then iliwa benefit could build kama generational wealth, or transfer your wealth hiyo how to the next generation through owning a house, the most basic thing. Lakini mtu ali rent from 1930 unless alianza business ingine which has nothing to do with the property ile transfer, unless alianza business ingine. Kama alikuwa employee, the kids are still trying to figure out how to build wealth through home ownership. Naona hivyo. So naangalia vitu kama hizo. Yeah, renting is expensive, but rent always goes up. Mortgage is expensive, but once you start paying mortgage, freeze. The only thing that goes up kwa mortgage is insurance every year. Now property tax. That's it. Hizo mbili. Lakini if you focus on making money, itakuwa tu kawaida. Alafu at the end of it, utabaki na generation wealth that you can pass to your kids. Because chances are, 30-year mortgage, 30 years with your kids, we shall pay off how? You can sell the house, distribute the money to everybody, come a down payment, they buy their own houses, then you move on, and anyway. So that's what I would say about buying a house. So chances are, history ya kubuy a house, 55 minutes, maybe I got it from that book, because I'm sure some of your book tena, which I think I should read them again. It's just my books are not safe right now, because my 2-year-old, akiona karatasi, I feel like every piece of paper in front of her is waste. So shapata amedump kitabu yangu kwa trash just because, I mean, she's learning things. I can't blame her. I'm so anyway, niko biased. In case ukose green card, is it good someone akam huko then atafute job? The general coffee. Hakuna hiyo story ya kutafuta job. Kuja hapa kwanza alafu uangalie your options. If you can, kama unaweza kuja States na visit visa, musema hivyo, kuja tu. Kama kuna ability ya kupata visit visa, ile you're visiting and come back, kuja uone. It's different when you come by yourself. Ukuja hapa by yourself alafu jione. Itakuwa different from when somebody tells you something. So ukinuza, in case, I can't tell you what you want me to tell you. Kama unaweza pata hiyo green card, ni the general coffee, just come over, ujione. Alafu ndio tuongee kama tuko hapa. Itakuwa a different conversation because utajionea, uone opportunity. Even if you go back, utakuwa usha figure out exactly what you want to do next. Naona. So tuenda kwa the next question ilikuwa nani? Hii ni msewa, ni the same question. Rich Dad Poor Dad. So asemaje, at imo asemaje, nilikuwa nimepiga hesabu ya CNA ama military nikiingia hiyo mtaa, but umechange mindset yangu. Saa hii napiga hesabu ya kuwa business owner, God akinipa chance ya kufika huko. But acha nianze Kenya kwanza. CNA si big deal sana, by the way, ni kama entry level. Military si job per se, ni military. Naona hivyo. Kuna benefits once umetoka na umesurvive, lakini it's not the only job. Maybe watu wana military from Kenyan perspective. Uzuri ya military kama uko Kenya, iza kupatia makaratasi ya hapa. Ukiingia military, somewhat ina expedite, ina speed up. Expedite ni speed up process ya kuwa raia. Kwa sababu it's to their benefit, kama wewe ni military wa hapa hivi, wewe ni raia pia. Ndio usiende kufight against au, so ina expedite. So one of the benefit ya kuingia military, kama uko Kenya for example, ukuje pata hiyo opportunity kuja States na kuingia military, ina expedite hiyo process ya kuwa raia ama kuwa legal. They'll give you some form of paperwork because you're already, I think that's the highest level ya ku represent country, because you're willing to fight for the country. Lakini sidhani kama kuna any war in America ishaikuwa threatened na any country per se. Mara mingi America ndio chokoza countries zingine. So ndio msema in terms of military, I mean ikikuwa kama somebody's attacking my homeland, hata mimi nda sign up nienda kufight kwa sababu you're defending your home ground. Lakini ikikuwa ni kama somebody's hiring you to go chokoza somebody's home ground, inakuwa very suspicious. No. Aina ile weight, yeah, it's not worth it. But somebody can use that and just expedite process ya kupata makaratasi. I get it. Hiyo ndakwambia hata mimi, I do whatever you gotta do. Lakini once umaliza hiyo nini yako 4 years ama 5 years, chomoka, anza vitu zingine. Ama build while you're in the military, wana allow vitu fulani, ingia shule online, build what you want to do. No, kwa sababu siwezi kuambia mindset tu ni ile business ni poa from the beginning, ile business mujua ni tracking, but believe me, that's not the end of the road for me. I'm thinking about other future things. Preferably, because najua I won't have the same energy I have right now. I'm going to be older and weak as I get older. So if I can make money, another easier way of making money than driving truck the whole day. Okay, see, hata saisi hard sana. Ile tu 10 years from now, if I'm still driving truck, and struggle. That's true. I'll be older, I'll be weaker, I'll be fragile. So many things will happen. No. Age catches up with everybody. So if I can just transfer his story, we've detected inactivity. Chaniangalie. TikTok inasema inataka deactivate. Najua hii kawaida. At least nimeicatch before ichomoke. Sometimes you zimika tu alafu inanikatia. Verify. Acha ni verify TikTok. I'm still live. Autaka nikuwe very interactive. Na muaga niko all over the place. Nimekubali sasa. So that's good. Good to know. Live. So CNA ni certified nursing assistant. Ni entry level nursing. So si big deal sana. Alafu inakuingisha ndani, alafu unaweza grow from that. Most people who are doing nursing, like unachukua kama RN program, registered nurse, utakuwa CNA in the beginning. Most people, sababu you're already in the field while you're going to school. No. Alafu once umekuwa RN, you could still be in the same field, alafu unadu tu more responsibility. Now you become in charge of the CNAs. Alafu nila kusoma, unakuwa more responsibility, now you're in charge of the nurses. Alafu unasoma, unakuwa more responsibility, now you're in charge of the yani unaanza na CNA, wewe ndio uko chini, unakuwa nurse, you're in charge of the CNAs, unakuwa head nurse, unakuwa in charge of all the nurses and the CNAs. Alafu in a grow tu, alafu unakuwa head of everything, unakuwa in charge of the 3 levels down. So CNA ni entry level. Military ni kama job in expedite. If that's what you want to do, that's okay too. Do what you gotta do. Nakambia hivyo. Mimi simeti kuna limitation. Do it, man. Do it. No. So ndio hivyo. But CNA sieti ni job. Ni ile tu one of the most easier job ukianza naye ni kama entry level kind of. No. In some places watu tegemea hiyo sana, by the way. No. So hiyo ilikuwa ya art asemaje? Nicholas asemaje? Nicholas Chemelil asemaje? Hi Albo. So my question is, with side dump, will I get busy like dump trucks? And if I reach my launch business, if I am ready to launch my business there, can I reach for assistance? Thank you. Hata simi pekee ukuja, if you're here, for example, side dump in our city, hapa Mwishi, Minnesota, Minneapolis, St. Paul area, Twin Cities, kuna so many people watakusaidia, by the way, ukiingia. So if you come over, hata mimi kama siko hapo, ndakuintroduce kwa more people who you'll talk and you'll be able to, watakusaidia kila kitu. Basically, it's the same thing. Ile tu ni a few corrections here and there. But the general aspect, kile mu explain, hata sijui kama nimeficha anything, it's just what I do. Like if you watch my video, siwezi sema exactly ni gani, jumu make so many videos. But by YouTube, they want you to be consistent. So, hata sikumbuki the last time they make video na side dump. Just could drive side dump last year. Maybe ilikuwa 2024, niko na side dump. Kuna playlist ilikuwa side dump truck. So if you watch those videos kwa una time, hata select one ile kama round trip. How does a job look like? Naingia na loadiwa na peleka na dump hivyo. Mostly nikienda kudump more na making a video. But siku hizi nimekuwa more practical kama dump truck. When I get time, kama job ya kesho siwezi record, labda na record on my way to the job and on my way back. Probably on my way back I'll be too tired. So if I can, on my way to the job na record. Lakini job yenyewe ni on-site. On-site is very tricky because ina change abruptly. So it's hard to keep ile, even if I'm recording, ndakuwa very distracted kind of record. Mara mob nikirecord video kana drive truck, mutafuta ile the best opportunity, mali hakuna pressure mingi, alafu na record. Because ile unatu, tuna do the same thing, we're doing the same thing coming back, the same thing. Alafu naona kama kuna 45 minutes to 1 hour, naona yes, I can sneak in a video, alafu na sneak in video. Mostly mu do the first ama second load hivi. Lakini overall, kwa job kama ya kesho, itakuwa very hard to record. Naona. Juu ina change, every trip ina change. So it's kind of hard to keep up na hiyo nini. Kama niko comfortable, ndaona. But ukiwatch tu video moja ya, sababu kama alisema sakti jina yake, alisema he watches my video when I'm driving somewhere. Alafu naona vile na turn, na indicate, na do vitu. So just ile visual, ilistokwa ile memory yake ya mind. When he came over, when he was doing his test, alipass test based on watching my videos. Ilimpatia ile awareness. Kwa sababu ni kama aliona kama mind inamkumbusha, it's like you've been there before through the video. Unaona hivyo? Video iko very powerful, by the way. Iko very powerful. Amini usiamini. When you see things happen in real time, inakuwa easier kuzicomprehend na kuiunderstand. Unaona hivyo? Kama sisi kiongea mambo ya business inaka maybe kitu kata it's not on your alley. Hata it's like ni kumpita njia. Lakini once you start doing business, alafu kumbuka hizi vitu, itakwambia I know this. Utapata kama tu ni default. Unaona? That's what happened to me na hizi books niko nasoma. I read so many books every time niko off season. So when I started implementing these things, ni kama niko na ability fulani ile I don't even know I have it. Why? Because I have the knowledge already ni ile I've never used the knowledge to my advantage. Ile practically. You have the knowledge, but you haven't practiced your knowledge. Unaona hivyo sasa inakuwa difference. So when you start practicing your knowledge, inakuwa better off. Unaona? Inakuwa ina facilitate more kabisa. Unaona? So ukianza na side dump ni seasonal. Naweza sema hivyo. Ni seasonal. Itaanza maybe musema kuanzia March paka you might go till December, but let's cut it off after Thanksgiving hivi November. The third week of November inakuwa slow. So if you are available December ni bonus, January ni bonus, February ni bonus, March ni bonus, though kuna something called road restrictions. So musema between March ni nafa April hivi, tuseme April, unaweza fanya January, February. Hizo ni side dump iko na very short season because of ile capacity yake ile. Juu Minnesota, the reason why wako very strict na hizi ma load kwa trailer ni because the bridges were not designed to the bridges are too old. That's let's be honest. To be honest, the bridges are too old. They were not made for this kind of weight. No. That's why inakuwa trouble. Ukiona kama state fulani kuna very heavy bridges, you can do more tonnage. So Minnesota got very strict na weight restrictions because some bridges, most bridges, zilitengenezwa 1930s, 1940s. So haziwezi handle hii weight ya sahi. Very few can. Naona. So unapata if you're working a job, alafu unapitia barabara zina free bridge, ile yezi handle capacity, it becomes more expensive. Unakuwa fined. So unapata it's eating up on your profit. So you're better off shutting down for a month, alafu uwede kisha kuwa poa ni resume tena. Naona. Nikoga hivyo. Alafu most of the winter jobs ni za kilo, za more weight because people are trying to move stuff to remote locations. Naona. Ni kama ice road truckers kind of. Naona. So inakoga jime freeze ni poa, but you ku unfreeze inakatia kidogo job. Tuendelee basi. Saa kwa next ni gani? Kuna, do you think precise is a good price for what's that? Precise is good price for 5 and 2 for 1,000 Guinness. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's a good price. Maybe. I have no idea. I'm interested. I have no idea. I'm interested in understanding the tax system in the US, especially for business, because it's only a fool who will not start a business in a country of unlimited opportunities. I mean, why not business? JK, did you watch ile interview ya nani? What's this guy's name? IQ Watson. Alisema hivyo, write-off. Maybe that's why. Business inasaidia, but you have to really be... Ni kama hivi. Nasema briefly, it's very complicated. Taxation ni hivi, kwa when you're an employee, una withhold vitu kadhaa. I think ni 10% ni federal tax, approximately 10% of your income ni federal tax. Alafu kuna sijui ni, kama say hapa state yetu hapa hii Minnesota iko na 6 point something, close to 7% ni state tax. Alafu kuna social security ni 3%. So you add together, as an employee, whatever money you make, angalia kama 10% plus 7% plus 3% of your income ni tax, by the way. Na tax inaenda kwa iko na level fulani na income. Yani iko complicated, see it ni straightforward ni 10%. So whatever I just said sahi, hiyo ni kama 10 plus 7 plus 3. So it looks like it's 20% of your income ni taxes. Period. So suppose you make $1,000, toa nini 20%. So 200 itakuwa taxes. You will take home 800. Kama ni 1,000. So every month una make 1,000, na you took kama ile tu ni rough figure. No. Itakuwa 10,000. So 10,000, 2,000 in taxes. exactly what I just said. Lakini pia kuna tax brackets. Kan nimesahau kuna 12%, kama if you're making 12,000, 0 to 12,000, kuna tax flani percentage ina increase. Ni kama iko na level flani. Alafu kuna 12% of 12,000, kuna maybe ni 12, 10, 12, 22, 24, 32, 34, 37. 37 is the highest percent your tax as an employee. So, but 37 is like you're making $250,000 and over. The more money you make, the more you're taxed. So the highest level you're taxed in is 37%. Anything above $250,000 and above, if you're an employee. No. Ukam kwa business inakuwa different because ni different rules. No. So suppose you as an employee una make 300,000, tax yako itakuwa 37% kwa hiyo scale. Lakini kwa business itakuwa different because business wanaangalia other aspects. What they are looking for ni ile your turnover. Turnover ni ile ilitongaje, inaitwaje si turnover. What's the name of this thing? That's how jina term your business. Ile after expenses, whatever money you have left over. Naona hivyo ndio on a tax. Nitongaje? Sasa hiyo jina imepotea. So ni ile nini, mara mingi business utapata you're making 100% of this, alafu operating cost maybe ni 30%. Alafu maybe employee cost ni 40%. So whatever is left over after everything inakuwa maybe 30% remaining. So kwa business you will be taxed on 30%. No. Because employee, your cost your employee, when you pay your employees, watalipa tax in their own category. No. It's a little bit complicated. It's simple but complicated. But overall, kama sasa tuseme mimi na business, naweza kuwa namba maybe my car, kama ile Audi ni company car. So nikinunua kuna hiyo rule ya if it's 6,000 pounds, unaweza write off ni kama business expense, the whole amount ya hiyo gari. Boom, kwisha. So kama ni buy gari 60,000, alafu ni make 300,000, immediately my first expense toa 60,000. You need total write off. So according to taxes, they won't tax me. I made 300,000 minus 60. So niko na 240 imebaki. So you become a tax savings because I made a purchase that contributes to me running my business. You quit taxed. Wanasema we can't tax you on that. So instead of taxing you on 300,000, we'll tax you on 240 because the equipment that you bought is part of your business. Naona hivyo. So unapo hiyo break ni kama tax break. Boom, inakuwa write off. Alafu, I hired drivers. How much did you pay them? I spent another 100,000 on the drivers. Okay, minus hiyo pia. So na come to 140. Okay, nilinunua maybe mafuta na nini 40,000, baki na 100,000. So you'll only pay business tax for 100,000, say 300,000, even though you made 300,000. So these things that qualify in between come a business's purchases, a business expenses. No. So if you're driving and you have lunch while you're driving, your lunch iko deductible. Ni kama kwa sababu it's a business expense while you're working. Kwa sababu najua what they want ni ile wanaku incentivize to keep running your business. Kwa nini? Because money makes more money when money is flowing. Understand hivyo? See, when money is stagnant. When money is flowing, it generates more money. No. You have to keep the money flowing. That's what happens. So wanajua, if we give you a break on the vehicle, Kaini, Saimsha understand pretty much. I think I understand. I was trying to hold it a secret for a long time. Ukiona Andrew Kibe akifanya podcast yake akiendesha S550, haikuwa gari yake, ilikuwa gari ya IQ Watson, gari ya biashara. But ila aliandika Kife ndio promote whatever Kibe was doing because it was generating money too. Ni business pia. Mbona hivyo? Now you get it. Mimi niko najua lakini sema watu ninyamaza nayo. So sikwe I'm the one on whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Kitika hiyo sasa. Ile now you know why Kibe was driving S550. Haikuwa yake, ilikuwa IQ Watson's company. Is it clear now? You know that. Ukiona drive Mercedes, hiyo ni a job. Unaona. So hizo gari zina qualify for a tax write-off kwa ile income ana make. So if you keep repeating that over and over again every year, business next time, every vehicle you buy within the business, unaweza write off. Kuna depreciation. No. So that's why ukiangaliaje, in terms of the way the tax system is designed, as an employee na as a business owner, uko more profitable as a business owner than employee. Juu employee hauna say, you make money ni 37%. Who cares? Vup, wana withhold. Tuma kwa serikali. Rules. Hauna choice hapo. As a business, you have some wiggle room. Wiggle room ni nini? Yani ndio hii box hapa you can... Kamera yangu yo move na mimi, I think so. You guys think I'm moving around, no? Nikienda hivi, nikirudi hivi, kamera na move, kama there's somebody in the house na mimi, sindio? I heard that, hii kamera na kuangalia kitu. So, ukidu business, you have some wiggle room to make some changes in your tax system. Lakini as an employee, zero chances. No. It's either you do it or you go home. Hakuna difference, mob sana. So ukiangalia, ukiangalia mimi in terms of kudu business, kwangu sahi, unless you're ignorant ama ujui, it's more, ukona more advantage kudu business, urun even your personal expenses, some of them zile zina qualify as a business expense through your business, utasave more tax liability. Alafu, just be smart enough. Ile akili ya nani, ya Dave Ramsey alisema, imagine you know you made $250,000, somebody as an employee made $250,000, taxes kama kuna LLC ni 15%. So utapata, if you made $250,000, na yeye limeka $250,000 hapa hivi, utapata yamelipa 37% ya $250,000, wewe umelipa 15% ya 100,000. Unaona hiyo difference? So meaning you're saving your money through, you're not paying more taxes just because you're building your business. Alafu business wanajua, if you keep doing this over and over again, what happened? Move desk mbele. Imerudi juu kidogo. Anyway, taachana naye. So, samaje, in the long run, unajua, when you get tax breaks, alafu unanunua equipment for your business, you will make more money. So, business inabaki the same too. Income, expenses, you make your income, gross income, unatoa expenses, whatever is left over, ile overhead left over ndio unakuwa tax nayo. Unaona? Anything that qualify kwa if you buy meals while you're working, you need tax break. So inakuwa more advantageous when you're running a business kukuwa na hiyo tax break than employee, they just withhold your funds before you touch them. Hiyo ndio difference, vitu mbili sasa. So decide which one works for you better. Ni hii ama ni hii. So musema kukuwa na another set of ideas ni ile, if I know that if I made $250,000, ningelipa tax ya 37%. But nime end up on this other side kulipa tax ya 15% of 100,000, which is 15,000. Kuliko 37% ya 250. Unaona hiyo difference sasa? So napata whatever savings nime make, nasemaje, let me think, isa ni ile extra thinking. Let me think like I'm an employee, what I was supposed to pay here. Alafu nichukue hiyo figure niweke kwa hapa hivi, what I paid actually, whatever savings nime make from not paying on this side, chukua hiyo percentage, iweke kwa high yield savings account every year. Kwa nini? Because you know you're saving, but now to me example ya kama if I was an employee, this is what would have happened. Even mu think, by the way, mu think ile outside the box, outside the premises. Suppose if you're saving money, useme, woo, now I can go on vacation. Nothing wrong with going on vacation. Lakini if you can't go on vacation like me, you have young kids to raise, chukua hiyo pesa, iweke kwa high yield savings account. Whatever savings, ile extra umesave, no. Before I started doing that, I'll be honest with you, I used to buy stupid stuff. No. That's why unamoga na gadgets. Niko na baiskeli, niko na DJ system, niko na nini. The extra money that I saved, I was buying stuff like that. Lakini, okay, now, what benefit did I get from buying this microphone? I can do a podcast. What about the audio? The things you want, not the things you need. So what you do, Nile, you can withdraw, you can withhold the things you want for now, invest on a high yield savings account for later. So it's like you're planning for the future by planting your money in a tree that's going to grow. Kama ni analogy. Because high yield savings account make interest every month, as long as you keep your money over there. I think Kenya into a money market. I don't know the term exactly you're familiar with, but ni kama naweza ifanisha na hiyo, the money market. Ile you put your money, a fixed deposit that grows interest every year, annually, ama every 6 months, depending on nini yako na contract yako na bank ni gani. So you're on your savings. Because when it comes to living expenses, you can live the same. No, the same. Every time unapata advantage, use that advantage to save for your future. Kwa sababu kumbuka kitu ya business, hauna retirement plan. You have to create your own retirement plan. basically when you're running a business ni kama most of the responsibilities zinakuja kwako, so you have to be really wise on how you spend your money. Usikuwe tu unasema tu wacha ni show off. Show off doesn't make you more money. Actually you spend more money showing off than making more money. You need this disadvantage. Ukisema nataka kununua Mercedes ndio watu wanionyeshe, it doesn't really help you much to show off. It's a dead end. Uta show off for 1 week, alafu people want to see something new. What are you going to do? Urudishe gari useme I don't want it anymore. Juwezi buy gari alafu kae naye 1 week alafu rudishe. Hiyo labda ni rental. If it's a rental, it's different. If you want to show off. Aisaidiangi by the way, naona. Alafu show off, it's not real anyway. It's real. Naona, si real. Ni kitu kama, ni fake in a way. Unajidanganya tu. So next ni gani? Kwa nini? Hope uko fiti mzee. It's been a while. Oh, Dero Travels, vipi bana? Niko poa kabisa. Mona. So hapa mwisho nasemaje? Benefits if you survive. Benefits if you survive. Yeah, kwa military. Nikasema hiyo kwa military. Alafu kuna Kirui Devinsky asema I'm happy to tune in this amazing life lessons locked in from Kericho, Kenya. Karibu sana Kirui Devinsky. Mbona jita Devinsky? Aloy King. Albo, good to be tuned in. Aloy Kinara. Oh, karibu sana. Umeingia sahi ama? Aloy Key. Uni amekuwa hapa for a long time by the way. From last year, from 2 years ago. No. So I wish KRA should adopt such tax system, tax regime. I think iko, I think it's there, by the way. Unaweza shangaa, unapata hata labda ya Kenya ni poa kuliko America. There's a difference between, kitu moja na America ni hivi, people don't learn finances in school. Zero, kabisa. Nobody teaches you financing in school. It's something, lazima utoke outside school ndio learn mambo ya finances. No school teaches you finances, by the way. Ni patriotism, na sijui nini, na science, na nothing about taxes in school. Na ni deliberate. I know when it started. Na kama, they make it complicated for a reason. So ni very few I'll step out. I think ideology they wanted to build a nation of workers. So education in America is based on producing the best candidate for work. So kukuwa mtu ukuna business kutoka outside the nini, unaka mimi, the reason why it's just some high level degrees so I can think like this. See advantage by then, disadvantage in a way. But I just found myself in this condition. Nasema hivi kama disclaimer because sometimes people accuse me of ati albo au simamiangi nasema ni kama you don't want people to go to university wasome. Nasema hapana, mimi nasema this is my example by the way. I'm responsible for my example. Kama ni wewe pia do your thing. Useme ni albo alikwambia. You can filter this by the way, you can filter it. Kama ujui nipigie simu, kuna communication. Mi si ati you can find me if you want you can find me. Nipigie simu za albo ni aje. Ulisema juu ya si lazima uende shule. What do you think about that? Nakwambia what's your situation like? Usikue hii ni live Q&A Maisha Stage. So you can ask that kama ulini misunderstand. Sijasema usiende shule. Musema kama if you kuna age between 19 and 30 enda shule kwanza. Kuwa na hiyo foundation ya shule. Sababu hiyo foundation na build between 19 and 30, it will make your life easier once umefika after 30, honestly speaking. Itakuwa easier. So jumi nilikuwa naenda shule mpaka 22, I think niliwachia shule 22. Alafu I've never gone to school again since then. Nilikuwa na do job. I was doing some evening classes that I never really graduated. Ilikuwa business administration. Lakini kuja States nimekam kama niko 28, late 20s. So it could make sense kwangu kuingia shule because I was building a life in my 30s. Actually nimekuwa stable kama niko 36, by the way. Na tracking. So ilikuwa tu was one of my lucky days, 36. So everything nimefanya from 36 to date ndio imekuwa the last niko 47. So maybe 11, 12 years nimekuwa fiti. The rest I was trying to figure it out. But hiyo ni mimi, you don't have to follow my path directly. Kama uko young, kama unazana shule, enda shule, malizana nayo. Kwa sababu ukianza business, you'll pay off your student loans. Na nikisema shule na deni. Si shule na nobody has money to pay for that. Kama mimi nikirudi shule saa hii ni deni, straight up, ni student loan. Si ati I have cash. Yeah, I can afford. Now that I know how to pay off the debt, I can go to school knowing that I can pay it off. Naona hivyo. Nimeishi long enough kujua how to do that. one of the things in a way down particularly saa hii mimi ni watoi, naona juu watoi wako shule wote, kuna hiyo range. Niko na 16-year-old na 3 kama 2.5 almost 3-year-old. So hiyo range hiyo watamove the moment huyo akifika kama 7, huyo atakuwa ashamaliza, asha drop out, amefika 18 na kuko college. Though me si advocate kids should move out of your house unless they're going to school, naona, ama wameolewa. Wacha kwa how as much as possible, as long as they're responsible. Ndio wala hizo manini. Kama mimi sio in business, so if one of my, I don't know who exactly, so I can't even tell. If they can pick up my business and make it better, they would rather do that. No. Tuko in the same alignment. Sababu I have dreams ya kukua in real estate. If one of my kids atachukua hiyo dream aipeleke to another level, alafu mimi benefit bado, why not? No. Because they're younger, they have the energy, wako na ile skill, they can make deals, they'll make mistakes too, but who cares? No. It's a good thing. So una stick to that too. Lakini my limitations useme ni zako pia. You can do better than I can. But kwa na mtoi hiyo una settle down. By the way, the moment you're married and you have kids, life inakuwa very predictable, which is good. By the way, once umekuwa na watoi, is good for the life to be predictable. You don't want to move your kids kwa different environment alafu wa pick different habits, mwana hivyo. So Steve akasema, I wish KRA should adopt such tax regime. I think Kenya iko poa. I don't think ni mbaya sana. No. Hapa hivi taxes iko very high. You can't really avoid it. So ni ile nimesemaje, know the rules of the game, play the game by the rules. Itakusaidia sana kabisa. Understand tax system. Whatever books you have to read, whatever videos you have to watch, enda attend live ya mtu, lipia training, understand taxes. Lipia enda ukae chini na CPA, ukae chini uongee na yeye, umuulize maswali, umuulize any question you have. Mimi niliuza kila kitu kwa sababu niko na zile, I heard people say things that I never understood because wameisema. Alafu just because they say something does not mean it's true. Sometimes mtu amesikiza kitu alafu ana misinterpret the way they understand it if it kwa box yao. Alafu unaipata unakuwa na misinformation, so when you're trying to practice the same thing inakuwa problem because you didn't get the right information. Alafu you're executing your whatever thing based on false information. Unaona kitu kama hiyo inakuharibia ile flow. So enda wewe mwenyewe usikie mwenyewe kwa watu professional. Pay if you can. If you're going to spend some money sitting with a professional. Ule amejua hizi vitu kwambie, this is how. Kama mimi nikienda mambo ya migration, I don't lie to you. I'm not that good. Mutafuta, I know some stuff, but kile mufanya hivi. I will find an immigration lawyer. Nimuulize, how much is your fee? Aniambia, oh, it's $20, whatever, $200 an hour. Nimwambia, I want a 2-hour session. Nimlipe $400. Nimuulize swali zangu zote, anijibu. When I walk away, niko na all the information I need. No. That's what I do. Sababu nimegundua, in this life, so many things are nuanced. I don't think there's any human being in the world that I exploit one topic 100%. Anybody who knows a lot of things, atakuwa na a percentage of the most important things about a summary of those things. Naona hivyo. Kama nimemention construction management, somebody amesema he's going to school for that. So uwezi kuwa, kama one in law, utapata the thing that a construction management guys knows, lawyer ajui. Kwa nini? Lazima wa crisscross ndio come together ndio ikuwe full. Naona hivyo. So there's no one person who knows everything about everything. Everybody knows a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. So if you need some professional help, find people who are in the field. Ask them questions. Pay them the price to learn. Naona hivyo. Ama the best way is buy books and read books. Ni cheaper because you don't have to pay them. Book ni kama inaweza kuwa $40. You just need your time kusoma hiyo book. Naona. So Jill Mana asema nini? Jill Mana karibu. Nimechelewa man cave. I hope you're doing great, brother. Niko poa kabisa, Jill Mana. Hujachelewa sana. Nimekuwa tu kama ni an hour something in. But kuna recording, kuna recording. Mu record pia. I got that idea 2 years ago. Mu record hii session mzima, by the way. Approximately, it takes me about, and I edit by kesho. Lakini just because I'm planning to post another video tomorrow, and I post towards the end of the week. Just taki interfere na ile video ya Monday. People, nimegundua on Monday, Tuesdays, people like seeing tracking videos because ni weekday. Now, honestly speaking, your video tracking, siku you make on Monday or Tuesday, because I can't really make any video during the week, alafu ni edit. Nikiedit video during the week, ni kama maybe I was free. Kulinyesha mvua, tukatoka mapema, picked up my kids, wamelala. There's so many things that have to be right. So video ya Tuesday, we edit weekendi. Ona hivyo. So, konga hivyo. Time ndio limited. Na me, I can't afford an editor. I don't make that kind of money. Sahi. Na mu separate businesses. So, check with a professional. So, anything else? Tuzamaza live pia za kwa the shortest live. Nimekuwa hapo an hour and a half. Kama una swali uliza. Imekuwa slow kidogo leo. Nimechelewa kidogo pia. I was just about to start, alafu mtoto akakuja. So, alikuwa na njaa. I want drink, I want eat. Kampenzia chakula naona, inapoteza wakati lakini hata nimesahau watch. Sina watch leo, nimesahau watch. It's somewhere in the house. Hata sijui ni wapi. Naona. So kama kuna swali uliza, nimecover everything. Tulianza na mambo ya tracking based on the last video. Ilikuwa mambo ya, naweza summarize. Kunywa maji. Hii place ni baridi leo. Hii kombe yangu beat up tumbler. Naona. Nianza na mambo ya tracking. Jill man umesahau. Nimevaa t-shirt ya. This is a company that I work for. Mwoga subcontractor now. It was MBE. MBE Tracking and Material Supply. Ndio hiyo company. Tracking and Material Supply. So nimevaa shati yao. We had a safety meeting yesterday. Wakanipatia free t-shirt. Kisema ndaivaa leo tu niwajulishe. Represent. Naona. So Alice Sabaji. Hello guys. Hope everybody is doing well. I waited for this live. I feel I belong here. Welcome. To a Alesh bed sheet. Wow. Bed sheets. Do you sell bed sheets? Hivyo. So ilikuwa hivyo. Yani kuna three types of tracks kwa ile video yangu. Not only three, but kuna end dump, but I don't do end dump. End dump ni kama dump truck lakini kuna trailer. Instead of kuna trailer, two units. Semi, unazip connect. So muran side dump. Alafu kuna ile quad, alafu kuna quint. Ni ile quint na quad, ni ile quad iko na 1, 2, 3, 4 drop axle. Quint iko na 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drop axle. So yes, I sell bed sheets. You can give me business ideas. I don't know much about bed sheets. Maybe you can learn from the general business knowledge because I'm business too. But my business is mostly nothing to do with sales. I provide services. I feel the services we do in service. My business is service based, which is generic to African Americans, which African or Africans in America like me, we provide services. We provide transport services. That's my business. So kuna swali moja confusion. That doesn't answer your question. Kuna side dump, quad, dump truck, quint, dump truck. No. So quint inalipa 125 an hour. Quad inalipa 120 an hour. Why quint is paid more? Kwa sababu kuna 19 tons maximum. Quad ni 17 tons maximum. Alafu side dump it depends, 25 tons maximum, by the way. So typically, side dump is more expensive. It pays more. Side dump ukona tractor trailer yako, itakuwa 135. Lakini in this case, tunaongea a beginner business. So what you do ni hivi, you will buy a truck, the front section ya truck, the tractor, America with a tractor, ama the prime mover, not the trailer, the prime mover. This company, they own trailers. This company, they already own trailers, like 53 trailers. So you'll take your truck, go lease with them. So they should be paying you $135 an hour. But since you're pulling their trailer, they will lease the trailer to you. That's going to cost you some money. So their trailer ni $117 an hour, but now $135. So whatever that figure is from 35 to 17, that's what they charge you per hour for leasing their trailer. But their trailer, they maintain everything except some things like maybe inside tires, which could be your fault. They do the outside tires. Like general repairs, they cover all the repair cost. So you pay them, you're just leasing the equipment, nothing else. So for entry level to construction business, which is maybe 7-8 months a year kind of business, utaanzia, you buy your own tractor, you pull their trailer. Itakuwa cheaper even in the beginning. Because they have trailers, but they don't have enough tractors, now by you buying a tractor, you're fulfilling a need. So they'll keep you busy. they'll make sure you're busy because they are making their money from you, you're making their money from the contractor. So everybody's happy, okay? Entry level. So kubuy tractor ni kama 60K, which is a lot of money. A lot of money, 60K is a lot of money. But siku hizi kununua a good SUV in America, brand new, is about 80,000 to 100,000. So some people will still buy the SUV. But instead of buying the SUV, you're better off buying the truck for 40,000, pulling the sidearm for 1 or 2 years, than buying your SUV later on. Kwa nini? Because it might take you 2 years to pay off the truck. How much do you make a week kwa hiyo sidearm? Ni 8 months. 8 months. So unapiga hesabu yako. Because you're pulling their trailer, itakuwa 117. They might increase the rate because of expenses ya mafuta nini, but hiyo ni next month. They're giving it a month, mambo ya mafuta make expensive. On how that goes. So averagely utawak during the peak ni kama 50 hours musema hivyo. Could be 60. So unaanzia kama 117 times 50. No, times 50 hours. So you make 5,850 a week. That's gross income times 4. 23,400 times 8. So to end up na 187,200. Of course, we minus ile extra money leasing the trailer from them. They'll make the rest, whatever figure. Inile what you will make. So if you take out your expenses, mupenda kuangalia expenses on a monthly level. So turudi chini, divide by 8 months. No. Utakuwa, nimefanya nini? Nimesema divide by 8. Nimesema divide by 8. Divide by 8. Divide by 8. 23,400. So ukinunua truck ya 40,000 US dollars, 40,000. Chances are you could finance the truck for, did you visit Alabama? I know I don't live in Alabama. So ukidivide hiyo 23,400 a month uto expenses. Insurance is about 1,000. So minus 1,000. Fuel is akuwa 4,000. Truck payment is akuwa 2,000. So you need 6,000, 7,000. 23,400 minus 7,000. No. Utabaki na ngapi? 16,400. Hiyo ni ile entry level, ile dump truck. So 16,400, let's say your expenses, monthly expenses ni 6,000. Minus 6,000. Sawa. Utabaki na 10,400. Sawa. 10,400 times 8. Utakuwa na 83,200 at the end of 8 months. No, 8 months. So anything after 8 months ni bonus. But that's what you make, 83,000. Ushalipa your bills in the house. So now 83,000, because ni 8 months, you need some money to cover 6,000 times 4. Maybe alafu utakuwa insurance, you can drop it because insurance kuna 2 types. It's active when you're running. It's dormant when your truck is sitting. So when it's active, it's about 1,000. When your truck is sitting, it's maybe 150. It's very affordable. After, if you want, you can pay for 4 months in advance for maybe less than $1,000, 4 months in advance. Either two, it's parked now. Either in case a tree falls on your truck, they will still compensate you. So you still have your insurance active. So nisemeaje, suppose ubaki na 83,000, ujilipe 6,000, 6,000, 6,000, 6,000 times 4. You need 24. Minus 24,000. No. Utakuwa na 59,200. Mwana hivyo. Utoe track payment. Track payment ni kama whatever you're paying. 1,000 for 4 months, which is like 4,000. Minus 4,000. Sawa. Utabaki na. So by the time the new season starts, the following year, you should have 55,200 in your account. Hii nimeenda kwa income ile, in case your monthly expenses is 6,000 a month. Kama mimi. Sawa. Na 8 months of running. That's what you make. Most Americans hawana pesa kama hiyo kwa account. Kuna taxes hapo. Lakini taxes, it determine how you pay yourself, who you're married to, how many kids you have. Kuna factors hiyo taxes. But in your business, kuna 55,200. In case you have not, okay, kuna so many factors. Mimi naongea kama mimi sahi. 55 itabaki hapo hivyo. Taxes itakuwa 15% of 55, which is easy. Utasema times 15 divide by 100. So your taxes will be 8,280. Kwa hiyo 56,000. So still, when the new season starts, utakuwa na 40 something thousand kwa account. Unaona? Nimesema 56 hiyo ni 8,000 itakuwa 48. Unaona? That's a lot of money still. Na hii naongea ni kama you're the breadwinner and you're paying for everything. Suppose wife yako ni nurse, you have another income, you have kids, kuna all these other factors as a change. But basically, kwa hiyo side dump, if you buy this funds, kuna 40,000. So what I did mimi, the first time nilisave hiyo 40, nika move to the next year, nika save 40. After 2 years, niko na almost 100,000. Then, nika buy truck moja extra. I got broke because nilitumia hiyo pesa yote, karibu 60,000. Nika baki na 40. I bought my second truck. But within a year, income yangu will increase because my wife was driving my other truck. Then, hiyo ni after expenses. Yeah, after expenses utakuwa na 40. Na nimeongea, I've given my example, like my monthly bills ni kama 6,000. So, yako it could be 2, it could be 1, I don't know. Mi naongea juu ya mimi tu. Huyu ni mimi by the way, ni hesabu zangu. Zako could be different. Taxes ni 15%, 15.3%. So, bado itakuwa, yani unaangalia hesabu naona how does it fit in my life. Nimesemaje, kuna variables mingi. 6,000 per month ni mimi, that's me. One of my friends, expenses zake the whole month ni 2,000. So yeye, ukipiga hesabu yake, hata ni different. Ni different. Alafu lazima we keep ile intact. Ile useme, this is a plan. Kwa sababu, any extra money, you want to see it in your account. See, after paying taxes, lazima ulipe taxes kwanza. Then whatever is left after taxes, then that stays in your account. Ukika 1 year, if suppose kuna 40, nimesema 56 minus 8,200, itakuwa maybe 8,000 in taxes. Suppose ulinunua maybe another equipment ya business, a second truck. Utalipa 8,000, itakuwa maybe hata 0. Kwa sababu you instead of the 40,000 ulitumia yote kununua another equipment for the next year. That itakuwa 0 taxes. You won't pay any taxes. There's so many variables. Ile sasa itakuwa, it depends on your situation. That's semaje, hii hata kuna watu, your situation, you might have 60,000 kwa account, you might have 100, depending na everything. You see me, I'm not the one who determines. It's a bunch of variables depending on your situation. Lakini overall ni ile, most Americans wala na regular jobs, hata nurses, kama na make 10,000 a month, alipe taxes maybe ni 27%, maybe 3,000, nabaki na 7,000. Expenses zake za nyumbani ni 5,000, and I save 3,000. As an employee, it's really hard to save even your 3,000. Do one emergency na happen, you've lost all the money. Naona. Na hii truck umenunua hii, in the first year, nasema 40 something thousand, ulinunua truck mzuri ila ina repairs. If the truck has maintenance issues, then you'll probably lose half of the money. Lakini musema, when you're buying a truck, nunua truck reliable in the beginning that can last you trouble-free, at least minimum 4 years. Hata ukiona kama trouble is coming, after 4 years unaweza iuza, upgrade na ingine tena mpya kidogo, tena uanzi. Yani, you're always maintaining a good, reliable equipment, alafu it will enable you to kuona, kama mimi naongea situation yangu, saving 40,000 every year. So 40 ni mimi, mu driving a side dump, by the way, 2024. So wife was driving my truck. Then we had a driver. So the imechange variable. So ukiongeza truck 3 sasa, kama nilisema ni 40,000, hiyo ni ile nimetoa 6,000 is what I pay myself. Ukiingisha dereva hapo hivyo, chances are same condition everything. Because now instead of me paying 6,000, I'll pay the driver 6,000. Driver only pay a little bit more. Kama driver yume kama 8,000 a month. Nikaka driver for hizo the same months, nabaki na 40 times 3. Inakuwa 120. Utoe taxes, kama ni 8,000, itakuwa 24,000. So instead of paying taxes, kama una gari 3, just buy a new truck every year. Ndio seme, yeah, nilikuwa na 120, but I spent 80 on a down payment on a new truck, nikabaki na 40. Sasa, you 80 maongeza next year, your income will go up again. Buy another truck. Nilikuwa na 120, so itakuwa labda ulikuwa na juu muongeza 40 ingine, nilikuwa na 160, I took 80, I bought another truck, nibaki na 80. Alafu nikalipa so inakuwa, you keep doing it, sababu kama ni continuously, aiishi, naona. At some point, nasema, nilikuwa na 250 nikanunua business office kwa nyumba fulani for 100,000 nimebaki na hii. So periodically pole you're growing. Naona hivyo, you're growing. Mbona sa pole? That's what I mean by that. Aishi saa hii ati I'll just do it this year, then I'll stop. Apana, life goes on. As long as you breathe, you're eating, you're sleeping, you're whatever, life inaendelea. So hiyo ndio plan sasa. So suppose at some point by time una get track 5 hivi, useme now nataka kuanza kama Maisha States kama Albo, niambia wasee my own version of my own story, utaenda kununua hizi podcast equipment in one take. Alafu utasemaje, hii podcast utai-link to your company. Useme this podcast, it's for my marketing, my company. Justify that it's part of your business, utai write off. So you won't pay taxes on the equipment. Kwa nini? Sababu I believe if it's part of the business, the business expense, now you can afford $800 microphones kama hii. No. That's how you do it. Alafu inakuwa somebody akuangalia from Roshindwa, is it really easy? It's very easy. You just have to do it. Naweza sema hivyo. In simple terms. It's not as simple as I say, but nile it gets so easy that anybody can do it. Nile tu at the right circumstances, na understand, uta build your future. Other people will do this with their employment, by the way. You're a really good employee, you're making a lot of money, you're paying taxes, but even as an employee, utaanza business on the side. So because you have a business, ina qualify kwa tax breaks. So whatever you make in your employee, ina trickle down kwa business, whatever taxes you're paying, high taxes here, unairecover na hii business hapa. Naona hivyo. Hiyo ndio strategy sasa. And once umeanza kuifanya, ni kama inakuwa tu kama clockwork. Naona. Aiishi, inaendelea tu. Umeona? Hii ni example tu ile a glimpse of what you can do ukianza history ya business. So baki Q&A ilikuwa nini? Onichelewa ilikuwa asemaje, we need a name for the series Albo fans. I propose Albonias. I don't want my name to be associated with this channel, by the way. Kama hujaijua. Msema tu I'm Albert because it's my name, my colonial given name. Naona. Lakini ni Maisha States. Naona. Man Cave. Trademark hapa ni Maisha States. Kuna Man Cave Live, Man Cave Talk, Man Cave nini ingine, Man Cave Live, Man Cave Talk, Man Cave Clips. Hizo ndio hizi nini. It's nothing to do with me. That's why I associate myself from Maisha States because ni brand kivyake. Naona Maisha States. Ni Maisha States. So lazima nime content if in kwa hiyo name ya channel. Ilikuwa discovered sometime. So Albonias itakuwa a little bit different. Itakuwa it has nothing to do with me. No. Somebody else could do exactly what I'm doing with a different name. Naona hivyo. Same thing. And I'm more encouraged to say, just share your experience. Usifocus, if you're making money doing maybe your commentaries like daily events kama news, fine. Lakini anza segment moja kwa hiyo channel yako ya kushare your information. Sababu one of the beauty ya kushare your real life experience na watu ni ile, people get to learn from your experiences, especially kama ni positive. Naona. Kama mimi, it took me a while to figure out this is exactly what I was doing. I was just reading books, trying to implement as much as possible. I'm building a structure, a business structure. Am I the best business structure thing ever? No, I'm not. Nile tu, this stupid thing nafanya kama business na tracking na kila kitu, it pays my bills. So this thing, however not serious it might look, is actually serious enough to earn me a living. Naona hivyo. It earns me a living. I don't make money from Maisha States. Maisha States ni a free public service. Hata si mimi na contribute. In live Q&A, most of the questions come from you guys. Naona hivyo. So this is your channel more than it's my channel. Me tu nile, I'm the host. Naona hivyo. Sababu you keep it alive. Ile, when you ask some question, it makes me think of how to answer it. Ama how to make a video about it. Alafu naifanya. Naona. Aloy, uko wapi Aloy? Aloy, uko comfortable niongezwe Aloy. Aloy Key uko hapa hivi. Aloy Key ndio kama uko comfortable niongezwe. Niko nishaongea juu yake before. I think ni Aloy Key alisemaje, sometimes uko comfortable akiwatch hizi videos za driving. However, kama nikimake video, if I'm running errands, ni make video. I'm driving from this point to this point. Sometimes more, if I have something to say, because of the privacy of my vehicle, there's nobody around me, alafu it's safe enough. Once nimeanza before I start moving na record. That's why videos zangu hazikuwangi scripted, because if I'm driving. The cameras are recording while I'm driving. So ndaanzia point A to point B. I'm not going to touch the cameras until I get to point B. Then ndazima, then I can start again. Naona hivyo. So I use the opportunity to answer some questions. Ama to share my thoughts if I'm driving. So same thing with trucking. Mostly mu make video while I'm driving truck, I'm sharing my thoughts, which when it's safe enough to do so. Mostly is when I'm heading to a job site off the clock, or I'm coming from a job site to my parking lot off the clock. Sometimes during the clock, if time allows. No, I'm just doing the thing. Kama video ya kesho, the next video, a teaser, naofanyia round trip ya hiyo job. It was busy in the beginning, then it got a little bit slow. So ile ikuwa slow, we're just picking stuff, tuna drop one way, tunarudi empty. So video ya kesho, ama ni Monday ama Tuesday something, itakuwa about round trip ya the same job I was working at. I got a chance to make a video. So as much as hiyo video ni video ya I'm sharing my thoughts, angalia ile deep down ni nini. I'm sharing my job, the whole trip. Juu nimeanzia hapa, nikaenda nikadump na nikarudi. I tried my best. Hata kamera zangu hizo switch. Hizi switch camera hivi, ile ma DJI. Zinaangalia mbele, zinaangalia nyuma, unaona exactly what I'm doing dumping. So nisema I need another angle ya kushovele my truck ile inside the cab nikidump. Alafu hii kitu inasaidianga. The reason why I started doing this video in the beginning ni ile, I knew one day I'm going to have drivers. So most of my drivers muambiaje, they don't do it anyway. Muambia, go watch this video. Because I made a video going to the job site. So go watch this video. Alafu wana watch, wanasema, oh, I get it now. Inapatia a glimpse of what they should do when they're driving truck. Naona hivyo. So as much as mu share my thoughts while I'm driving, angalia the deep down secrets behind that. Just kwa share hizi video kwa TikTok, I'm sorry. TikTok iko na limit ya nini, iko na limit ya video, it can be long enough. But kama uko TikTok, it won't hurt you to kwenda YouTube. Same name, same channel. Hata kuna link kwa my page naitwa Maisha States. Same, nimeka the same profile picture, same name, same everything. Same everything. No, not to keep a consistency. Kuna YouTube, niko na Instagram sijui kama iko na Maisha States. Ito Maisha States? Let me check. Instagram name. Sijui kama ni Maisha States. Instagram, IG ni nini? IG. I think ni Maisha States pia, if I'm not wrong. No. So to confirm. Inaitwa Maisha States Official. Juu kulikuwa na Maisha States ingine before. Maisha States Official ndio Instagram. Alafu kuna Maisha States YouTube, kuna Maisha States TikTok, na kuna Maisha States YouTube. Nimesahau gani? TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. Same name, same profile picture. Nafani change your profile picture in 2024. So if ukimiss your video, enda YouTube utaziona. Naona. If you have time, just very long unscripted videos. Naona hivyo. So unapata I'm driving. So besides mimi sharing my thoughts and my shenanigans, kuna hiyo view ya driving. Your video tells you like this is how the roads look like. Nikiturn, unaona vile nimeturn. There's somebody hapa hivi akona watch hizo video, imemsaidia sana ku navigate through life yake ya US as a new immigrant. Juu yani kama amekuja hapa juzi, but ni kama ame-prelive the experience through the videos. No. That's how good it is. If you're thinking about tracking, mu use a 3-camera system when I'm driving. So pretty much you can see what I'm seeing in 3 angles at least. I can't do 4 because itakuwa too complicated. Maybe in the near future, okay, make better cameras. Lakini mtu yako kamoja ile, yani if I'm driving ni hapa ni left hand drive. At least camera zangu, they have to be in a place where I can reach out nirudi. So I can have one on the passenger side, but that's too far away. See, my hands are not that long. No. I have long hands, lakini see that long kwa passenger side. So muweka kwa hapa mbele yangu kwa dashboard huko juu, ingine kwa dashboard hapa katikati, alafu ingine hapa nyuma. Ile mnaona view ya truck, view ya nje, na mimi nikiongea na nyinyi. So hiyo 3 angle itakusaidia kuangalia exactly where I live, exactly what I'm doing. So besides the shenanigans, whatever I'm doing with the truck, that's the real job. Naita round trip ya hii job. But still mention job specifically because I'm going back there. Okay. Much like avoid jina job because sometimes when you call the job by its name, the contractors can watch the video. I don't want them to watch the video, by the way. In your Maisha states. Staki watch a video side. Maybe 3 years from now, but not today. I'm going back. Job probably on Tuesday ndaka huko tena. Hatujamaliza your job inaisha July. So I'm going to be back there again. Sometimes, okay, watch a video, they might take it positively ama negatively. I prefer positively. Kwa sababu inakuwa the greater good ya everybody. I'm not doing anything I'm not supposed to. It's just they might have a problem with that. Naona hivyo. Lakini the good thing ile, whatever I'm doing is not interfering with my job or with their work. Naona. Unless they have safety concerns wataniambia. Lakini mostly nikirecord muanza kama niko stationary na stop kama niko stationary. That's it. See, I don't do stuff while I'm moving. Unless if I do that, feel free to call me out on it. Naona. Tusaidiane. So next ni gani hapa hivi? Brother, I'm running a fleet of vehicles in Dar es Salaam. Ride sharing, I'm trying to use your formula of growing my business. I'm really struggling to break even. Do you ever offer coaching? Jill, man, I can't really offer you coaching. Ile, we have to talk. Like basically, if you call me, I have a number, you call me, then we discuss the situation. Nakwambia, this is how I handle it. Come a fine tuning. Like you'll share your experiences, then I'll share my experiences. Then through that, you can learn through, most of the time when you're discussing your business with somebody else, you're comparing notes. No. That helps you see like where you're bleeding money, where what you can do better. I don't have a personal coaching thing, but I'm thinking about YouTube and recommending every time. They keep saying that I should open a members only videos. No. But I feel uncomfortable because mi nimeanza channel na free videos. So basically in the members only, what I'll do ni ile, just the way ile to benevolence. I don't want to pay people to pay and not get any value. What I'll do ni ile, ndatry kutafuta zile video I've already made, the videos that exist already, alafu ni repackage hizo video as a series kwa hiyo members only. Ndio ile, if anybody wants to watch maybe anything about tracking, boom, 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 iko available. Anything about life, boom, 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 boom. Yani, iko two different topics, zile nimeongea tangu nianze channel. Just use the same videos that exist, alafu nizi repackage. Kwa sababu nasema, nini inafaa kuwa a little bit, if somebody is paying for membership, they need that quality. Naona. Alafu maybe nda share more. Like if you want me to share, how do you do your live stream, for example? Naambia, this is what I do step by step. Naambia, you connect this, you do this, you do this. Kwa hiyo membership channel. YouTube is asking me to do that, by the way. Kwa sababu nasema, au nitumia hizi messages ati email, kuna email inakuja sema ati mufanya live every Sunday, so kuna hiyo consistency wameiona, somebody over there ameona. So then it's good if you just do like a live membership. I mean live membership in your channel, ndio kuna watu juu kama wamegundua kuna so many viewers, so capture watu ile in a specific way. Ile you want to know about business, ndio hii hapa, about tracking, ndio hii, about immigration, ndio hii. Marriage life, I'm not that good at it. Marriage life, I just don't know. No. I'm trying to figure it out too. So I can share my example, but I'm not really good at it. Kwa marriage mu focus na musema hivi. To me, marriage is a responsibility. No. It's just a responsibility. Hakuna ati, there's nothing like a lavi-davi. Musema, I have kids. We share kids with my wife. I have kids. My biggest thing is to focus on raising my kids. Period. Nothing else. No. Until from this age to this age. Same thing my parents did. Hakuna script, same thing. Waliniraise mpaka nikakuja kwa Maisha States, America. Then I said, oh, those are my parents. I hate not seeing my parents. I pulled them over and call it it was unfair, but it was fair because the fact that I brought my parents over, my whole family wakafuata pia. So there's more of us here in America than in Kenya. It's gonna 5 kids and 2. So we are 7 of us, 6 tuko hapa. No. Which is a good thing. So, I mean, it was selfish. I didn't see my mom for 7 years and my dad. Nikawa invite, they came over. Alafu nikambia, what are you guys thinking of staying here? My dad, no, going back. Akarudi. Maadhi akasema, well, we'll see, akabaki. Next thing, Buddha akakuja, whoop, 3 years. So, family life, I'm not so good at it. So if I share family life, basically in general, the reason why I'm saying I'm a little bit better in business, whatever I do works. So it works. It's rocket science. It's just something that you think about it like, hey, which are the best practices for business? More insist, something that I learned from a book, see mentor, ni ile live within your means. It doesn't hurt you to live within your means. Then occasionally, break out ile, because when you live within your means, your budget is kind of tight, you're good, you're on track. Then if you need something, because you live within your means, that means you're saving more money. Occasionally, if you need to go on vacation, the money is waiting for you. It's there. No, you're not missing out a lot. Neither too, you live within your means for a season. Then if you want to go on vacation for a month, you still have the money. It didn't go anywhere. No. Neither too, you're postponing your expenses. You're living with your wants. You leave the wants, the things you need are careful. So if you need your wants, they're 6 months away. You can even have a new formula. Say, I'm going to needs. Every 6 months, once. Needs, once. I'm going to say, we can come 3 quarters. Say, 4 months, needs. Every third, once. 1, 2, 3, 4, once. 1, 2, 3, 4, once. When they spread out. That's good too. No. You're not losing anything. Traveling is a really good experience, by the way, especially with your family or your loved ones or the people friends, because you create memories. You'll never forget a travel experience. No, you'll never forget it. So even if you're paying for it, it's worth it for the memories. No, life is about making memories with the right people, with the family and everything. So come on as a travel every 2 years, do it, man. It's good for you. Absolutely do it. No, usiseme hold back. But when you're paying bills and you're busy on your grind, focus on your grind. Alafu occasionally move out. Alafu ukiona kama frequency, your money is accumulating, which it will automatically because of your practices. Angalia another valuable investment, especially if it produces cash value. Because what's going to happen as your money grows, you're living within your means and you're saving extra. As your money grows, itafungua more opportunity kama tuseme another investment, that cash producing investment. So when you invest in that new investment, because you already have the money, utapata, remember that travel experience you had? That was like every 6 months? Uta increase frequency to maybe every 2 months. Alafu upata ile tena invest another property, ikupatie cash value. Remember those 2 months you increased? Itakuwa every month sahi. Naona frequency ina increase. So utakuwa na needs, want. Ifike mahali needs, want. Ifike mahali kwa tu, it's just needs and wants. It's just, I travel, I work, I travel. It shall catch up. No. After ifika mahali itakuwa tu, now you're dealing on wants. Even your needs ni insignificant. You just travel for nothing because you're making money, you'll invest. Now hii cycle, at most is the last 15 years. You could pretty much be 100% retired in 15 years kufuata hii method. Alafu, I mean, if you just travel for fun. Now, you might not even be like a multi-billionaire. Utakuwa na investment moja maybe a 2 million ina produce cash flow ya whatever money, it just keeps you happy. You don't need billions to be happy. Sometimes kuna wasata kuna 20 million too, alafu you're okay for life. No. Easy figure don't let the figure scare you. Your rich life, it could be $2 million. No. Now you could be comfortable, retired and secure. Whatever the economy does, uko sawa tu. No. That's what I'm saying. See, Mrs. Strive kukuati get money for the sake of getting money. Apana ni ile tu you're buying your freedom back. Oh, I want to go to Singapore for 2 weeks. All expenses paid plus some cash in your pocket. Unachukua watu wako mnapanda ndege first class. Mnaenda huko. Mna experience everything, mnapiga mapicha. If you want, you can share on Instagram. If you don't want, it's okay. Unamaliza na hiyo story. Alafu narudi. So you're not making a lot of money kama Elon Musk, lakini you're able to travel every 2 months. Na job unafanya tu whenever you feel like it. Do you anything else you need in life? Ukiduplicate hiyo story after 15 years, now utakuwa na territory ingine ile hata ya private jet tena. Sasa naona. That's what it is, by the way, consistency. Na ukianza usigive up by the way. Ndio muona kama nikiendelea hii trajectory na retire in the next 10 years. I won't even need to work. But knowing myself, I'll still work. No, knowing myself, I'll find something to do. That's what I'm saying. No. So the next nigani before nisahau questions I was saying. Watching your videos while in Kenya, Nicholas, Chemelil. Watching your videos while I was in Kenya. Out of your videos, I came to the US, did CDL. Now I'm getting training with Wana. I was in St. Paul last week, and God willing, next year I will be there. Good, man, that's good, Nicholas Chemelil. Really good. Wana is a good company to start. So after maybe once, it's a matter of 1 year, once you get comfortable with the truck, like you can feel it in your gut, man, I made the last delivery, I backed up into the dock, I'm a safe driver generally. Trust yourself. No. Buy your own truck. Buy your own truck. Hata kama ni I don't care, by the way. Buy your own. Hata kama ni loan. Just don't do the lease purchase thing. Lease purchase is tricky. If you don't know, you can call me. You have my US number. You can call me. We can talk about it. Lease purchase is tricky. It kind of like if that's the only option you have, good. But it's not going to end well. You'll be working hard for somebody else. Buying your own truck, you'll be working hard for yourself. Lease purchase, like you're leasing the truck, then eventually you have an option of buying it. You see, Ako, it's like you're renting a truck, which ends up with too much. It's too risky. It's too risky, leasing. So, Nicholas, ukiamua, buy your own truck, by the way. Even run with Wana with your own truck. Believe me, utaquit anyway, because they will try and discourage you because they're not making as much money as possible. Some businesses are not structured to run with you as an owner. They're only structured to run with you as a driver or lease purchase driver. No. Owner-operator driver. Sometimes you have to leave Wana ndio uone hizo benefit. I'll be honest with you. Me nikuwa Swift for 2 years. There was nothing for me at Swift. Nothing. Kabisa. I had to move on. Nikaingia construction. But again, the knowledge, basically a CDL, that knowledge is consistent. Once you get the license, it will get you to where you want to be in life. No. So, huyu ni Nicholas Chemelil. Uni Machota Martin. Leo pia ongelea kuhusu financial investment strategies. Example, to make 1 million in 10 years. Martin, weni mataulo wa Plymouth ama? Sijika ni matoni Machota. It could be 5 years, not 2 years, by the way. Dile tu once umeianza. Sometimes most people nimesikia siku hizi kuna podcast. So when you listen to a podcast about these big people, how they made money, you'll be surprised that when they made their first million, they were not even aware. No. Their first million were bypass. They had to go back and rethink, how did I make my first million? Because they were not thinking about it. 1 million within 10 years, utaisurpass na utanotice hata, by the way. Utanotice. Itakuwa but tell unasema, oh, how much money do I have? Wangalia nyuma labda ni 4 million. When did you pass 5 million? Oh, that was 5 years ago. Really? Haukuwa aware. Watu wengi wakwangi aware, by the way. Life just goes on. No. But the moment kwa hiyo trajectory umeiset, ni kama cruise control. Once you set it, that's it. No. Kutakuwa na mistakes hapa na pale, but you'll figure it out. No. Mi sijaona mtu akifail hivyo sana. Watu kuna trajectory na kuna plan. You rarely fail. Ni hiccup tu. Ni kama utakuwa na pothole moja ingine, mostly ni smooth. Mwana hivyo. So Martin, ni wewe ama sijika ni wewe? Hey there, Albo. It's been a minute. Uni Kalama asema, hope you're doing well. Been busy with school. Happy to be back and catching this live. Here for some life lessons. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Appreciate it. Stay in school, man. Finish school. That's it's just a moment in your life. You'll be in school in a few years, then you'll leave. And that will pay off later on. You'll see it. No. So, nimerudi push the channel with comments hadi tufike 10K for the giveaway. Sasa hakuna shida. Jakalama amejaribu sana kuwatch most videos. But just finish school. Don't worry about it. 10K itafika. It's growing. We've grown sana, by the way. I think so. I don't really look at it. Musa mwacha ni surprised too. But, I mean, tutafika. Wacha nijaribu hii mambo ya membership yona itafika wapi. Mwona. So kuna Dero Travels, agree Maisha States. Hii nilimiss kidogo ilikuwa a while ago. Sasa tuko sangapi sasa tuko nafaa kumaliza live ni 3:01. Doing amazing job. Thank you. Dero Travels. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Alafu hata wewe, you're doing a good job, by the way. I watch your TikTok videos. Albo, what's your take on this? Currently, I'm undertaking a course in aviation. This has been my dream, but currently I feel as if I waste time concentrating on the course while I could be doing so much more. Kalama, you're right on track. Don't worry about it. when you're doing stuff, hata mimi nikianza tracking, my first few years I was in the trenches. Unaona? Ni kama ile concept ya a tree. When a tree, ama ni bamboo, I think it's bamboo. Bamboo ikigrow, the bamboo tree ikigrow, 1 or 2 years nothing happens. You think nothing is happening because bamboo is growing its roots. So Kalama, what you're doing in aviation right now, you're growing your roots. Your roots are extending. Become a foundation. You're building your foundation. So your roots are spreading. Like you're building the ground before you start shooting up. So uko kwa trenches basically kwa ground. Keep at it. Go itakuwa boring, don't worry about it. Just go through the boring stuff. Sababu ile quote ya nani Scott Galloway yasemaje, the boring things will make you successful. Mwana hivyo. Believe me, that's true. The first time I heard him say that, it's like I really resonate, because exactly what he was saying is exactly what I went through. And nobody will notice. When you're growing your roots, nobody notice it. No, nobody. Kwa sasa as a show up, saya seme, kuna time nilikuwa naingiliwa na specific person about hii microphone. That's why mutaja hii microphone sana. But nilisema tu ati, mbona mtumia microphone expensive hivyo, na live ni ya mtu mmoja, sina watu wengi. Kisema tu, I wish angejua what happened until I bought this microphone. Basically, nilinunua kama free. Ilikuwa tu free money kununua hii. Absolutely free. Has nothing to do with my income. Nilifanyia mtu kitu, akanipatia pesa, nikanunua hii microphone. That's how I got it. No. Because I needed it, but it was in the back of my mind. So, for example, I didn't really need to buy this microphone. Kuna zingine tatu already. Sababu, the whole setup was supposed to be a podcast. Kina Ibra, kina ule msaitwa nani ule, najua jina yake, but akaitwa kama itwa nani jina yake ya YouTube. Mesa jina yake ya YouTube. Unaona? Jina yake ni Wiki. If I tukae chini tuko na discussion, tunaongea, people can learn from our experiences. Alafu life got busy. Ibra na watu wawili, Sam na watu wawili, people got busy, unaona? Nikaelewa. So what I did ni ile kusemaje, instead I want to do a solo project. Niko tu naongea peke yangu hapa hivi. Live. Nikanunua hii microphone, because hii microphone it solves my problem. Niko na wire moja inaingia kwa mixer. I don't need a cloud lifter. If you know what a cloud lifter is. Ni ile, it's a dynamic microphone, lakini lazima uongeze cloud lifter ndio iboost ile sound ikuwe ndio nyinyi msikie. But hii mpya, the new one, you don't need a cloud lifter. Nikanunua. So I might even buy 4 more. The way I bought this microphone, niliwin tu raffle flani kwa meeting flani. Ili tu raffle, wakanipatia ile credit card ya credit ile, hey, Albert, we just won a prize today, blah, blah, blah. Really? How much? Oh my goodness. Sajid, what can I buy from this place? Micro Center. Gala, oh, they have a microphone. Free, ni kama free. No, raffle, tu niliwin raffle. So somebody was picking on me because of this microphone. Ajui background ni gani. But I don't really care. Nasema tu ile example. When you're growing your roots, nobody will notice. They'll come to figure out who you are once ile mti imeanza kuenda juu. No. Your roots, nobody will notice. No comments, or discourage, whatever. If they know that is. So the best thing, just keep at it. No. The boring things will make you rich. Understand to evil. The boring things, what everybody else is not doing, will make you rich. Mona. It's true. You see, this is not the most entertaining podcast out there. Ni podcast kama or people who are thinking about stuff. Don't evil. If you're thinking, a thinker, kind of like a thinker, because I share my thoughts that I may think about. So this is kind of like a thinker's podcast. Most people, there's about 90% awanga consumers. Na they're seeking entertainment. Creators na producers ni very few. No. Ni very few. So watu watakuwa, alafu kuna hiyo in between, kuna wale wako in transition between their consumers, they want to be producers. Na kuna wale they consume pia ni entertainment, they consume content, they want to create their own content. Very few in our transition. So each channel ni wale wana transition sasa, naona. So understand that. Utakuwa na so many subscribers. Kwa nini? Because ni thought-provoking things in general. You ask really good questions, or discuss really deep things about life, naona hizo business nini. So itakuwa na very small crowd. Naona hivyo. So but hii crowd hii, some of you, si mimi probably, some of you watakuwa na command a bigger crowd than me based on information tunaongea sahi. Kwa sababu it's not like they don't have the information. Ni ile tu itawapatia ile, itawa trigger wafanya vitu bigger, greater, naona, in their own talented way. Mi niko average sana, musema hivyo, kauja understand. Wasama ni very average guy. Sina kitu special abilities. sina mkono sijui bigi, just average guy, naona niko na allergies, siwezi enda nje, it's just things like that. I struggle with that, allergies. Sina ADHD, nothing else, hiyo tu allergies. So muji keep najua I can't do this, so I try and keep it to my, naona najua comfort level yangu ni gani. Kama miti zina grow siwezi kwa huko nje for too long, ndavaa mask nikaa nje kidogo nirudi ndani hivyo juu najijua. Whether Minnesota is not the best, but this is the place that imenipatia opportunity to build business. So musema, man, if this is working, I can live with that. Until I get to this level, then maybe I can move to the south. Naona. Na vile mufanya hapa hivi north, siwezi kuwa na the same opportunities in the south, unless there's something that I don't know, which I'll know later on. Naona hivyo. So, kuna very few cities in the south zina succeed. Kama Houston, Atlanta, Charlotte, Memphis. Gani ingine nimesahau? Hiyo ni south, ile south parallel. Dallas, nimesahau gani? Kuna kadhaa. City kadhaa zina thrive as a southern cities. Houston, Texas, almost all of them. Texas iko na oil, naona. So, waligundua oil ni kama 100 years ago or something, sikumbuki. Ili wabustana economically, naona. Alafu kuna zile walibuild ma roads, wakabuild ma hubs. Lakini Chicago, iko na baridi, kuna upepo. Hizi ziko north hizi, they are so developed because wali create a different system than slavery. Naona. Industrial, kuna kama vitu mingi sana difference. So, keep at it. Naona, aviation kwanza uko sawa, naona. Si mimi niko na interest ya aviation pia. I always wanted to be a pilot, like work out, but still, it doesn't prevent me from being an enthusiast. Bona hivyo. So you keep at it. Itakupeleka mahali. Naona, Daryl asemaje, you're inspiring me. Salute, man. Oh, thank you, Daryl. You inspire a lot of people. Naona hizo ma channels zako za TikTok. Fanya YouTube bwana, fanya YouTube. Naona, sasa mambo vipi Daryl, wanasalimiana hapa fiti. Fiti vini wasemaje. So Kalama amesemaje Kalama. I have had this notion of never wanting to get employed because me, nae huwa I don't understand being under command to know. Sometimes you'll need employment in the beginning. Alafu kuna kuna kama aviation you need employment. Lakini so aviation ile kama a good pilot, kama ni pilot unalipwa 300 and something thousand a year after having enough experience. Naona hivyo. So if you're a pilot kwa some specific niche ya pilot, ile uko senior, you've been there for 10 years, utalipwa 300,000. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money as a pilot. Kwa sababu as a pilot, most of your expenses while you're traveling, some of them are taken care of. So hii pesa inakaa inakungojea tu. No. Most pilots are gonna make a lot of money. Kama one of my friends aitwa Brad, ule millionaire, alinunua gari yake from a pilot. The car was pretty much brand new. 4-year-old inaisha kwa garage. Because the guy was always flying. No. Because if you're 300,000 a year, man, alafu na expenses ni maybe hata 80,000, una save 200,000 plus a year. Kwa millionaire vibaya sana. By the time kuna some jobs that need you to be an employee. Lakini even as an employee, unafaa kuwa you're performing at the highest level. No. Kuna hii ubaguzi ndio, lakini kuna some places they can't help it. They'll just let you be if you're that good. No. So, hapa semaje, hiyo ni after expenses. Track poa, budget ni kiki. Budget ni what's the best time to call. Monday through Friday mwaga free. Ukini call. Weekend dedicate kwa familia. But Monday through Friday, it's easy to get me anytime between 9 and 4 p.m. Central State Time. Junaishi Minneapolis, Minnesota. So anytime Monday through Friday, 9 a.m., job ishaanza. Job you on the 7. But by 9, tushatulia. But if you call me, ukiwacha a missed call and to me a message, I'll always call you back. Believe me. Mu call everybody back. Kama nimesahau na apologize. But my majority mu call mkila mtu back. Any text na reply. Sababu it's not a big community. It's a very small community. Watu ma creators ni very small community. I understand that. So mu call, because I learned from you people too. No. Ni kama iron sharpening iron. Kituka hiyo. Na share experiences, inani boost, tunaboostiana kila mtu. We are sharing the same experience back and forth. Hata hiyo call najita kuwa more productive to mimi than to wewe. You just don't know that yet. No. Juu utakuwa mahali useme, utani encourage pia after your call. Because you're probably maybe missing one link. Alafu mimi ndakuconnectia, lakini by you sharing your experience, utanijenga pia mimi. Naona hivyo, ni kama back and forth. That's how nimeanza kila kitu hapo by the way, hata kudu live. So do you know how much you influenced my life? before I make financial decisions, I view it in Maisha's angle. Ndovu, oh, I don't know. Tell me. I'll be glad to. It's good to. It's not even my experience. It's just the right way of doing things, which we're not taught these things growing up. That's the problem. We don't really, kama mi sisema, my parents don't have a financial background. Ile kama, I learned from books, which I get it. Ongetoa wapi hiyo nini information. Kenya was a colony. Naona. Alafu, hakuna mkoloni akanifundisha wa Kenya financial. Most people who are lucky enough to learn finances, ni ile their parents walienda kusoma abroad. When they came back, walikam na hiyo knowledge because waliona vitu from a different perspective. Ukiangalia most of the rich family in Kenya, ile kuna generational wealth. One of their lineage yao alisoma ngambo. Just look at it. Niambie. Kwa nini? They were exposed to a different economy than Kenya. So wanajua, naona. Raila's family. Alisoma wapi Raila? Abroad. Naona. Kenyatta alikuwa England. So people were exposed to some different kind of things. Mwana hivyo. Nimusema aje kuja US kuvisit alafu itaku open up mind in a way that you would never ever thought. Mi mpaka leo ni ngumu kuexplainia my dad my financial nini. Sababu maybe my dad anaona kama you're still my son. What do you know that hivyo sijui kitu hiyo. Ni hard kumexplainia. I understand. It's really hard. But the best ni ile tu I have to do it. Ndio aone. Naona hivyo. So we didn't learn these things growing up. Tumezipick too along the way as we kept moving in life. So it's something that if ukijua, appreciate, alafu share it. Because the beauty of sharing something, it sticks to you because it becomes part of your conversation. Hiyo ndio important. Ukiongea inspiration, output yako, even subconsciously, itakuwa inspiration. Kwa nini? Because that's what you're feeding your mind. Na mind yetu ni ginormous. Sijui ni kubwa. Ina absorb most of the things. Una nini. So if you have a mindset, share your mindset. Hata kama unakuwa rejected, still share it. Kwa nini? It builds who you are, your personality. Because una replace zile thoughts za kawaida na thoughts za development. Kama mimi, I'm always thinking about what's my next move. No. Every single time, move kiria hivyo. If I get a 2 million, what would I do? 3 million. Alafu nasema, okay, 3 million, I don't know what I'm going to do with 3 million. Nasema, internet, naangalia. What things can you invest in that will make your cash flow of this much with 3 million? Naangalia. Kama ile parking lot, mpaka leo naiangalianga. Parking lot izanimekia 60K a month. Ile sija pinpoint exactly where I want to start with the parking lot, but it's still in the back of my mind. Is it a big business idea? No. It's small too. It's some kind of business nobody's thinking about. A few people are doing it, but people are not taking it so seriously. No. That's one thing. Hiyo mambo nimesema niingie construction management kama shule. Ndaingia, by the way. Community college, I can afford it. No. I can totally afford it, by the way. But nachukua student loans anyway. Ndio ikuwe more challenging. Nijipatie time. Alafu nifanye. What's going to happen ikikuwa na construction management associate degree? Ndaanza kubid for jobs. I already have trucks. Nda double income yangu ama ni triple in 1 year. What about my dreams? Zitakuwa closer than they were before. Mona. Akiambia wife, you're a musician. Sing some songs. Oh, I don't like my songs. They are more like for Caucasian people. It's not for black people. Fanya collabo. I know this guy. Mpigie simu, mpatie, mtawak pamoja, mtatoa beat. It may not be the perfect, but it's a start. It's a beginning to something. My brother, youngest brother, ni musician, ni msanii. Asha create Maisha State, hiyo song yame, amesema hiyo kitu. Construction management. Amesema hiyo kitu ya Maisha State, sisi tunapenda. Hiyo ni song yake. I don't know how he came up with that. Nipatie mimi ni come up na vitu kama hizo. That will never happen, not in this world. I would never write a song like that. Nikamwambia msee uko na talent. He cut me off. Ni kama 2 years sasa ameni cut off, my brother. I don't know what I did. Maybe I did one small thing that pissed him off. Nafikiri labda mimi ni enemy wake. But it's family, unaona. Ama labda jainiona for a long time. Tujaona na brother yangu for 19 years. Unaona. I should go visit. Nikamshake. Brother, you, shake you. Ajue ni mimi. Ama ndamhag. Hey, bro, kuja hapa nini. Shake ni ile. Mbona unipigiange simu? I'll definitely do that. Acha ni try catch up na my questions. Naongea sana. So, this engineering course is field related, Kindly share your thoughts, what you would have done. Personally, I feel naeza fanya a lot na software engineering you know, and this inanipea liberty. Kama sikia hivi, Ruto wamepropose wana update airport ya Kenya. Airport ni JKI inakuwa wasemaje, inakuwa upgraded, naweza sema hivyo. Unaona? So JKI itakuwa na runway east side na runway east side. Meaning local flights eventually they might move to the other side. International zitakuwa katikati hivi. Kama flower hivi. Nimeona hiyo design. I was so curious. I wanted to see the design. Kwa sababu one of the best airplanes ni kama ya Dubai. Dubai ya Emirates. It's a straight line. Atlanta is one of the busiest airports in America. Atlanta ile Delta headquarters uko hivyo. Lakini hiyo ni kama kuna runway left side na right side, alafu everything iko katikati hapa. Unaona? Alafu hizi magates iko katikati. Lakini because Atlanta ni ile they are building upon an existing infrastructure. Haikai poa sana. But kama ile Ethiopia, ile wanajenga Ethiopia ile brand new, itakuwa beautiful. Kwa nini? Because it's from the ground up. Itakuwa na design hapa. So Kalama, if you're getting into engineering, Africa is just about to blow up na engineering. Just about to. Naona. 10 years from now itakuwa a hub. Mwana hivyo. So your first job could be Emirates. I mean Ethiopian Airline. Kwa nini? Well, aviation 10 years ago, your job iko available. Naona. Me, I don't know what I'm going to be doing. Sometimes you never know. Mi nilijua kaa chini nifanyia wase podcast. This is the last thing I wanted to do. Kukaa mbele ya watu. Lakini in my personal experience nigundua hivi, when I came to America, my learned experiences, it took me a while to understand systems. But systems zangu niko kichwa ngumu. I would still try them anyway and fail. Because of my failure, no nililearn ku succeed. So musema hivi, just because I went through the same experience, wacha nishare na wase, however stupid I'll look like, however dumb it feels like, I'll try and have good lighting, and good cameras and good audio. Alafu ndaongea tu Kiswahili. Because deep down, Kiswahili ndio the real me. This is me. I'm just talking like me. I don't have to invent the wheel. I'm just sharing like the way I would talk to you as a friend. No nevo. Ni share my experiences. Because this stupid thing I do, small business and tracking, is my livelihood in a different country. How serious that is. Like the thing that I'm doing right now, which is the last thing I wanted to do, drive trucks and run a small business, is what I'm doing. I don't know how many miles from Kenya mpaka hapa. Kilometers, ni ngapi? Najua naweza fly. The only plane that can fly from Minneapolis to Nairobi ni Airbus A350-1000, I think so. Iko na hiyo range, mafuta enough. No, I think so. I think so. Sijui capacity yake ni ngapi. I think Airbus A350 can fly 8,700 miles. So kilometers, I think I can get to Nairobi na Airbus A350. So imagine, I don't know how far it is from Nairobi mpaka Minneapolis. Naweza angalia haraka. No. Miles ile can fly directly. Or somebody can tell me who's faster than me. No, hivyo. From Nairobi to Minneapolis. No. JKIA to MSP direct flights. No. Flights. Ama miles. Just say miles. Nautical miles. Taki nautical miles. Like ile mtu kama kilometers. Miles. Ningapi? Inasema ngapi? Inasema 8,174 miles. Nautical miles ni 7,000. Kilometers ni kama 16,000. So mimi niko naishi hapa hivi 16,000 miles away from my home country. Naona, which I had a job in an office in a transport company to multiple hauliers. And now naishi Minneapolis St. Paul, 8,000 miles away, which is maybe approximately 16,000 kilometers away from huko. I live in this state, and the way I earn a living is running a small business, driving a truck on a daily basis. That's nimenunua deni. No. I didn't even have the money in the beginning. Nilinunua truck na deni. Alafu this stupid thing that I'm doing, ni joke. It's become a joke. It's a stupid joke. Like, I live 16,000 kilometers away from home, and I'm driving a truck for a living for 9 months every year. I'm going to 3 months off because I have kids. I have to watch my kids. Alafu, then I'm driving a truck for a living. That's how I earn a living. That's it. Unbelievable. No naive. hata it makes sense kabisa. Alafu niambie, na mimi sikuwa na strategy, things just happen. Say wewe you have the opportunity, wewe unaangalia hii video, you have the opportunity kusikia hii information, alafu ingest ile in your brain, alafu it makes your wheels in your brain start thinking. Alafu kiria, if Albo can do this, how can I one up Albo? Ile unitangulia kidogo, which is okay, by the way, I'll be happy for you. Kuja hapo kuwe better than me. Then you tell me how, you think I'm the best athlete? No, I'm not the best guy in the world. You are. No, when you do greater things. So imagine, it's a joke. It's a joke. I'm not the richest guy in town. Nile tu, una figure out life in a way it works for you. What's your rich life? Kuna msako worth 10 million. Kuna msako worth 2 million. The 2 million guy is more happy than the 10 million guy. Unaelewa hivyo? Ni about your rich life. No. Mi si desire kuishi kwa mansion. If it happens, I'm not gonna complain. But ndaishi tu. But mi siyo goal yangu si hivyo. Watoi wangu tu ni wa raise. Actually, to be honest, deep down, I don't want to be super rich while my good kids are growing. They won't learn anything. No. Wacha nikuwa kama tuna struggle every day. The real life ndio wajue. Oh, it's a struggle. Look at, we are, okay, ni first world problems. Oh, look at us. We are struggling so much. Oh, I'm driving a really old car. It doesn't matter. Anyway, wacha nikuwe mdosi after my kids move out. Ni wasiwai jua. No, wasiwai jua. Because you can't pretend if you're not rich. You can't pretend to your kids. They're smarter than you think. Those little human beings. Mona hivyo. So, if you're doing aviation, Africa is just about to blow up na your aviation. Sababu Ethiopia na build airport. I think order planes. So itakuwa hub. Naona. Alafu angalia, mimi nimeangalia kuna umse plane spotter wa sijui ni Kenya plane spotter. Kuna kama kadhaa mu watch JKIA. The planes that come to Nairobi. I would love to see them in Minneapolis. Ni vile sisi hiyo si market yetu. Umeona? So meaning aviation ikikuwa a thing, the airport, hata kama una blame Ruto or whatever. Man, it doesn't matter. Is he the guy who signed the thing while he's on office? What, oil pipeline, Dangote, refinery Mombasa, or was it mafuta Zaire? Let it happen. The development. Kwa nini? Those things come with real jobs, by the way. Real jobs. Especially kama ni African, for Africans, by Africans, for Africans. Nimesahau gani? Ile Africans of the people. Oh, of Africa, for Africans, by Africans, for Africans. Kitika hiyo. Itakam na hizo resources. There's no other shortcut. I see it coming 5-10 years from now. Naona. Muangalianga ma house tour, TikTok, Instagram, za Kenya sema, man, Kitengela, your bungalow, 3-bedroom, open house, akianani. Alafu nafikiri ile whether ya Kenya, you can live in this house in Kitengela, na whether inakaa hivyo, akianani, hiyo nyumba. I wish, naona. Zinakaa poa. Na kuna hata waangaliange video kama hizo. Itatufikia lini una complain. Au juu ni ile tu some few new, utamake tu, you'll turn some new few knobs in your mind, upate wewe ndo unaishi your life. Na uta notice by the way. Naona. Itakuwa tu kama joke. What's your rich life? All that matters. Naona. It's what gives you more freedom to do whatever you want. So lazima ukuwe billionaire. Billion is a lot of money by the way. A lot of money. Mkandika chini na wife ilikuwa sijui how many years ago, maybe 7-8 years ago tukasemaje, back then, if somebody gave us $2 million, we'd never work a day in our life. In our life, lifetime. That is if I live until I'm 80. Something like that. 80. Just 80. Until I'm 80. No. Maybe 40 years from now. $2 million imetosha. Just daily life. No. Nobody knows I exist. No, evil. And you can do it. It might take you 5 years to build that. Alafu you live the next 50 years because of the 5 years you put in the beginning. So Kalama, usijidoubt. Go through the trenches, learn aviation, learn everything. Your airport can blow up, they'll need some things will be introduced kwa JKIA. Nasikia una plan to build railway, ile from Nairobi to the airport directly. Kama kuna hiyo freeway, railway is the next thing. What's the big thing na railway? Kama barabara iko infrastructure, ni kuongeza tu pila ingine hapa na kuweka railway, train. Naona. Sisi build a train by the way. Nimeingia construction na train. Tumebuild moja from 2010 to 2015, ingine kaza 2019. Imeisha this year. Naona. Ilichelewa kidogo because of politics. Lakini inaisha this year by the way. Light rail, mbili. So ile tulianza na ile ilikuwa kuna blue line na green line. So tumemaliza green line extension towards the west of the city. Next thing ni blue line extension to the north of the city. Ni kama plus north, south, east, west. So kuna west imemalizika, east west imemalizika from St Paul to hapa, hata labda wataongeza kwenda kuna river though, sijui kama itawezekana ile manini, lazima flyover, ni mlima, so they'll figure it out. Lakini in terms of ile railway ita extend from north to south. Mona, it's coming maybe next year. Ndabuy trucks zingine mbili, I don't care. Ndabuy tu truck. Will I use my money? No, I'll fund financing. Sababu kama job iko guaranteed labor, I'll create some employment, I'll hire some people. Mona hivyo. So tunaangalia tu future, alafu sema how can I take advantage of this new project? Utacomplain juu ya Ruto, lakini he was in president akisainio airport itengenezwe. Ili first jua uzie nani, it doesn't matter, wacha airport ikuje. Ita bring my jobs, naona. Juu capacity ya Kenya hata cargo planes muona pale nasema haki ya nani. We don't get those over here. Hapa tuna cargo 3, tuko na ama ni 4. Kuna Amazon Prime, kuna UPS, FedEx na ingine itongaje ya yellow. Yeah, Europe. So FedEx, UPS, Amazon Prime na DHL. That's it. DHL ndege yao ni ndogo. UPS ndiko na ile ndege kubwa. Sasa ngojea UPS na dabo sana, unaona? Inaingianga tu kama every other day. Kenya kuna sijui Ethiopian cargo, sijui aviation industry is growing. Usi underestimate, by the way. Don't underestimate it. Follow through. Unaona? Kuwa prepared when it happens, uko ready to go. Unaona? Tuta ni malazima Q&A. Sangapi 3 something nafa kumaliza naenda towards 3 hour. In future try to do live stream pale Twitch ukiwa job. I can't even itakuwa dare to travel. I can't stream while I'm working. It's so illegal. No. Unless I show speed in your full-time job, I can't stream while I'm working. Hiyo ni zero hiyo. It will never happen. It's so illegal. Una show, you're telling them exactly what you're doing, where you're doing it at. No. Utaino na mbele ya truck tena. They'll shut me down, wachukue license, wa shut down kampuni na kila kitu. Hiyo ni mbaya sana, by the way. Unless somebody else is driving. No. So Nicholas Temil, watching your videos while I was in Kenya, out of your videos, I came to the US, did my CDL. Now I'm getting training. Share your answer already, I think so. Ilikuwa Nicholas. Alisema hivyo before. Ama nimemiss anything. God willing, I'll be there. Good. Nishaongea hiyo kidogo. Ilikuwa nini? Alexander Kilonzo, hi. Nani mwingine hapa semaje? Yeah, remote work, but on the other side, I will have to forfeit my aviation dreams. In a dilemma at the moment you take place. Remote jobs ina make sense kama kwa Kenya, but pia hapa hivi you need some experience. Naona kama vile Trump administration imeingia, they fired a lot of people kwa sababu unajua economy, new administration iko na try to rearrange everything the way it works. The old one ilikuwa friendly kwa remote jobs. Just whatever you're doing, finish it first. Kuwa finisher. Start something, finish. Sababu, do you know how many ideas I have about things? More kama 10 ideas. Busema, which one am I considering? Nisemaje, let me make a new channel ya model airplanes. Nikona, no, that's another thing, another job. I have kids. How am I going to do that? Ita work out, nikaachana nayo. Hata nimepause, nikona mandege hapa but sijai do review, but nasema nda do review baadaye. It's still on my project. Finish one thing, alafu move to the next step by step. Ukiwa na 10 different things, you end up not doing anything at all. Unfortunately. Finish moja umalize kabisa. No. Usiende ati I'm here, I'm there, I'm here. Example, you want to marry 10 women. Example, if you're a man. If you're a woman, you want to have one husband, but you have 10 men to your disposal. So how are you going to focus on all of them? Na wote wako poa. Lazima uziroin na mmoja ndio upate hiyo marriage. No, it make sense. Niulize mimi, kukuwa na different inakuwa hard sana. No. Mimi niko na baby mama na mtoto mmoja, wife na watoto 3. So siwezi kuwa na harmony because my daughter ako influence na mama yake mostly. So I only have a fraction of influence kwake. So I have to live with that. No, there's nothing I can do. Akiniambia vitu, it seems like she's complaining, lakini there's nothing I can do about it. So mwambia tu, you have to listen to your mom. You have to listen to your mom. You live in your mom, you have to listen to your mom. Do I agree with it? In my life, I don't. Different. No. Siwezi make a move over. I just live with it. So it's a decision that I made. So focus on one thing until you finish it, then move to the next one. Itakuwa easier hivyo. Because if you focus on 10 things at the same time, itakuwa 10 years from now, you haven't even finished one of them. Uko so distracted. No. So Can I get a dump truck driving job as a rookie CDL there? Yeah, just come over. Come over. Somebody will hire you. A couple of friends who are looking for drivers. At least by next month, itakuwa peak. You can. If you have a license, you come over, you will. That's how I started. Nilianza kama somebody hired me. Somebody hired me. Nilianza September, October, I think November. It got so slow. Nikakuwa home in January, but I had money. That's a funny thing. February nikakuwa home. Nikaanza February, March nikaanza kuendesha mse. January, February I was driving. March nikapause kidogo nini. April nikaanza kuendesha mse. The same guy the whole year. The following I bought the truck I was driving. He sold it to me. Naona hivyo. If you want, just do that. If you want to be home every day, just come do this. If you feel like you're ready, you're ready. Then itakumotivate to uende buy truck yako. Usiogope. No. Kuna watu wengi sana hapa, they'll give you work. They'll teach you how to do it. Actually, you'll learn on the job. Meaning learn on the job. You're learning while you're getting paid. No. Just come over. Usiogope. No. It's up to you. No. When are you coming back to Kenya? I have no idea. I don't know. When my kids are old enough to be by themselves for like a month, then I'll do that. It's like a teamwork na wife. No. Jillman, I can help you a little bit on the market. Opening social media and posting reels, maybe. Yep, talk to Dero Travels will help you. Alboni Aje, do you believe that there is a God? In what perspective? Yes, I do. I do, by the way. I do believe there's a creator. What's a God in what context? It depends. But I do believe there's a creator of the world. I do believe that, 100%. You know, it's not, there's no chance. So don't put me in a box. Don't put me in a box. I do believe there's a creator. These things just can't happen by themselves. Hakuna coincidence hapa. I do. No. Just in case you're wondering. No. VP Elbow, please explain on the taxes. Do you pay for the gross or after expenses? After expenses. Nimesema hivyo very clear. After expenses. And you're the one who determines. Sababu, everything you do needs to have paperwork. Like every time kuna expenses, like when you buy fuel, keep your receipts. The way I do it, mimi mutumia, I use one account for fuel only. Sawa. One account for expenses only. Ile I have to pay for it. So kama nikienda repairs, niko na account ya repairs. So instead of just keeping track of all the receipts, niko na statement. Ya hiyo statement, ya hiyo, I have a fuel statement. So every month nikichukua kwa bank yangu, nichukua ile statement ya fuel, everything kwa hiyo listed ni fuel. So no, alafu move fuel from one station most of the time. Malimu park truck kuna pumps hapo hivyo mbele yangu hapo. So I fuel from one station, Orono station. So unless otherwise, mostly, mu buy from, alafu mununua other products from maybe dealership, I can tell the difference. Nile too, instead of keeping receipts, use an account, maybe a credit card for that, then pay it every month. The statement, you need evidence, because I'm not the one who creates the statement, the bank does. So if I spent the money and say, these are my expenses and the total, no, because they might audit you. I've never been audited. But make sure you have the right documents. Kama ni repairs ni account. Ni fuel ni account. Anything else in between, when I'm transferring money, mu withdraw. You can see I withdrew money from this and that. So you wanna keep track of everything as it goes. How did you get the door open? Did you break my locks? Okay. So ni hivyo the Kiblangat, kumbuka hivyo. I'm leasing and you're right, it's a scam anyway. Yeah, but Kiblangat, if you're leasing, now uko wise enough kujua owning is better. No. But it's good you did that, because once you do that, inakuwa easier. No. Connection ndio normal. Nasema connection ndio. Please talk about mechanics kindly. Arnold, mechanic kuna job everywhere. Any, kama wewe ni mechanic au itapa kama diesel mechanic, utapata job kesho, by the way. Kwa sababu watu wanaingia wakitoka. Okay. Just call me, I'll come open it. So umekaa Stato how long? Micah, 19 years so far. And towards 20. So what's your thoughts on Niger hustle? The likes of Hush Puppy, Yahoo Boys, etc. I don't really know much about that. I don't follow them, so I don't know the hustle. Maybe I'll look at it now that Mesema. Tell them sound is the most important thing in making videos kaka. I love the outcome of your quality sound. In a help out sound only half the video. If you have good sound, people can watch your video. If you have bad sound and good videos, people won't even watch it. No. Your mind typically will check out. No. So Dero, thanks, brother. I will stay in touch. Jill Mana. Yeah, get in touch with Dero Travels. As a PPL holder, PPL, what's a PPL? I know aviation is expensive. Kalama should be sure it's truly your passion before committing, and he risks wasting time and money on the wrong path. I don't think he's doing aviation directly, but aviation has a lot of money, by the way. I'm not going to kid you, to be honest. Kama nikiangalia ops, our airport runs 24 hours. No. There's people for every single thing. I work at the airports occasionally. There's jobs for the airport this year. I'm going to be in there, but I'm not going to be recording when I'm working. But it works like everywhere if you look at it. No. And sometimes you need a good job in the beginning to make enough money to start your own business. Don't rule out mambo ya job. Your job is your first business partner. Because your source of income. Kamimi kwanta trucking, I started as a driver. So that was a job. For 3 years, I was working as a driver. The 4th year, I bought my truck. 2 years over the road, 1 year construction. The 4th year, as a business owner. I knew nothing. I didn't even know what I was doing. But still, I did it anyway. So sometimes you need your job to get to the next level. Income. So what about a combined truck and a mechanic? See, you'll save a lot of money kuliko kufanyiwa. Yeah, you can do that too. It's just that when you're driving, how are you gonna, you have to sleep. Rules that trucking, you have to drive maybe 14 hours a day, then you have to sleep 10 hours. So if you're a mechanic, are you gonna fix your truck for 10 hours at night? Then when are you gonna be driving? Not evil. But if you can do that too. If you come over, you can start with a mechanic, then you go with driving, then you put your drivers, then you manage them as a mechanic. That's what people do. So besti yangu itwa Pretty. Pretty, he's a mechanic, but he started as a driver. Now he's a full-time mechanic, but he still runs trucks because he ended up in the maintenance. It works out. No. Usijali. The first thing works out, it builds to the next one. No. Albo niko na experience kwa job ya meat industry in a pay poor states. I don't know exactly, but it can get you here. I don't know, unafanya nini slaughter? What do you do? What do you slaughter cows? No. Meat is a big business. Do you know how much steak costs? Steak. Nyama to steak. Ile tanga steak ile. Fine cuts, prime steak. No. Steak ni $80. My kids have been eating steak. They're becoming older boys. Nimewapikia steak last week naenda kuangalia. Oh my goodness, $80? But ni ile $80 your steak. But ni ile nawapikia, because kwa restaurant, hiyo meal ya steak itakuwa $150. So you're better off buying and making it yourself. Hata by then I'm supposed to buy them steak today. Oh, so it's time. But then acha nimalize. I'm running out of time. I was supposed to be done by 3. But nilichelewa. I was a few minutes late. So meat industry is really good, by the way. It's really good. But I don't know much about it, but najua it costs slaughter. Exactly. That's a lot of money. A lot of money. That alone can get you here. Then once you're here, that's your job, stable. After you start transitioning to something else again. The opportunity, by the way. No. Usi underestimate your first thing, because I don't think there's a lot of people in Kenya who know how to slaughter. That's very few. Ni unique. No. Ni unique sana. So hi Albo, Dan from Nairobi. I'm a truck driver for Postal Corporation and also trying to get myself over there to do what you do. Also talk about fly in, fly out jobs in Australia. Have a good week. I don't know much about Australia though. I live in the United States. I don't know much about Australia. There's people that I know there, but they don't do videos. Maybe somebody does. I wish people did that, by the way, on a duplicate. They just talk about the experiences, but not everybody would. No, I wish. Thanks for the advice, Kalama. Just stick to what you're doing, Kalama, to the end. One thing at a time. You finish next. That's what I've been doing, by the way. No. If one thing done, Evo. If you do 3 things at the same time, it's not going to happen. I'm raising 3 kids at the same time. I'm not perfect. I know that already, by the way. But I'm trying my best. But these are kids. They're little human beings. But I want chicken, here's chicken. I want meat, here's meat. None of them. Now I want, okay, listen. It took me time. They'll give up. I don't know what they want exactly. So alafu kuna hii topic ya marriage is a scam. You never sat with shemeji yetu. Some of your subscribers were looking forward to marrying white girls. Just do it, by the way. If I can mention it, experience yangu ni hivi. Acha nione kama hapo ni kweli. Alafu ya mwisho nani. You did a good job, bro. Keep the nice work. Vincent karibu ende kulala. Ni hivi, what happened na life yangu ni hivi. I'm sharing my life experience. No filters, just real talk. No. Ilikuwa hivi. When I came to America, I wanted to marry I had a girlfriend in Kenya, by the way, for so many years. 4 years, same girlfriend. Because Kenya nilikuwa na do job 7 days a week, multiple holidays. Then I had a friend that I met before I started working when I was in college. So we started dating. Hatukuwa serious sana. She was my girlfriend, not ile marriage. Marriage ilikuwa ni kama something that was going to come in the future. So I had a girlfriend in Kenya. So nilikuwa nishaanza kuwa used to having one girlfriend in Kenya. But nikipata green card, she didn't want to come with me as married. No. She didn't really want to do that. Alimwambia, let's go together, let's get married and get the green card together. Akaniambia, sijai sawa hiyo kitu, alisema, I don't want to get married out of convenience. Sawa. So this is my girlfriend. Alafu akatoka hapo hivyo, nikatoka Kenya. So when I left Kenya, I thought that maybe now that nimetoka Kenya, ile tu dream ya US, things will work out na kuwa poa, then I can go get her nimlete. Man, life ilinichapa wewe the first year, second year, third year. Hata sika nimefigure out what to do. Unaona. Jikumbuka nikuja hapa hivi States ilikuwa 2007, 2008, sika nimesettle down. 2009, bado 10, but 11, nimekam kusettle 2012, by the way. 2012. So ilikuwa 7, the whole of 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So almost 5 years kusettle down. Your relationship ilikuwa kama, we never broke up. Again, we never ended it. Like we never broke up. But time ili to separate. So over time. Nikasema, I wish angekubali ile time ya don't want to get married out of convenience. I wish tungetukuwa naye convenient. Because angekuwa hapa already na mimi, we would be struggling together. Which inge make life ingekuwa much easier than mimi kuwa alone. Alone ili take some time. So dream yangu ilikuwa, okay, I want to marry a Kenyan. Always in my back of my mind. Kuja huku, then I met this girl. Hapa hivi US. Okay, to be honest, mtu kwa kama ile, this girl I met, physique, ni kama my girlfriend. You're trying to stay home. Ile physique umezoea ile. It's like I was making up for what I was losing. Ile kawaida, watu wana hiyo trend. Then, tukata kujuana. Funny enough, this girl that I met, we were in the same school at the same time, but we never knew each other. But all the friends tunajua common friends. Sawa. Then what happens? He was so good, I felt like she's the one again. Maybe I was blinded because my life was so difficult. I mean, I don't know what happened, but somewhere I fell for her, kind of. But she didn't really feel the same way about me. Then we have a kid together, though. So when you had a kid, so what do we do? Let's figure it out. I don't want to get married yet. Sasa. Alikataa kabisa kuolewa. Sikabidi we raise a kid. So then nikaanza a new life. I fell for her for a little bit. Then we broke up because she didn't want to get married. She just wanted to be whatever, friends or whatever, not get married. Alisema ngaje? Alisema, the first time ilikuwa, I don't want to be married out of convenience. Alisema nini nimesahau yake ni gani? Nimesahau quote yake. I mean, for next time. Nishasema before, by the way. This is not a new story. Alafu, so alisema tu, she wanted to raise kids, but not marriage. Which is okay. That's okay. So then what happened ile, being what I did ile, once my kid was born, nikaona, I can't really be driving over the road anymore. Because over the road, sometimes, I might need to see my kid. Alafu niko stuck in Arizona. Na ako hii hapa hivi. What I'll do nile, I'll go back to Minneapolis, St. Paul, stop driving over the road. Nikachukua ile regional driving. Ile I'm home every week. In case anything happens weekend, I can go see her, take a day off. Kuja hapa hivi. Kuja hapa, it didn't really work out the way I wanted to. So nikaanza job local as a driver. Ndio nikaingia construction. Everything happened a coincidence too. Because I was trying to support my kid and be there for her. Right? My daughter, who was 16. So I've been here 19 years. My daughter is 16. So, your life ndio hiyo sasa hiyo. Nishika. So basically, what happened hivi, my ile African community, I didn't really know a lot of people kwa African community because niko over the road driving, so nisikuwa najua watu wengi sana. Alafu saa vile ule demu wa Kenya ameniambia I don't want to get married out of convenience, huyu mwingine amesema nataka kuolewa to raise mtoi, nikataka kuwa suspicious na mademu. That's where I was in my space. Sikudanganya, I'm just being honest. Kwa suspicious. Alafu most of my advice nikipewa, people nikuwa around job nini walikuwa wao Wangoso. Juu technically hapa hivi Minneapolis 80% ya population ni Wangoso bado. So who was I interacting with every day? So mama sahi, mama wangu hapa hivi alikuwa anajua mimi na mtoto, anajua niko na situation, anajua kila kitu, but alikuwa ananitreat kama tu mtu kawaida. Wa Kenya wako ni avoid, yasema umse akona issues already, so huyu tuwezi kaa naye. I'm just being honest. Sijikalisha sema hivi before, but this is true. Nikasema okay, sawa, what do I do? So over time ka realize aje nikatha somewhat kutrust our Wangoso kuliko wa Kenya. Naona junaona vile nikienda kwa Wangoso hakuna special treatment, ni mimi tu, they just take me as I am. Nikienda kwa Kenya judgmental, nika switch sides. Kana wife ako chuo, amekuja hapa kusoma chuo, gari namwaribikia na niita na mfixia gari. Sasa kuna mbona kila saa nitafuta kila saa, madhake ashanipigia simu tukataka kuongea, so I became friends na madhake. Ile kama asema my daughter ako shule hapo hivyo, amesema you're one of the point of contact, mnajuana from hii place na hii place. Niko one of the groups ya church inaitwa campus ministry. Ile ni kama ni ministry ya utoko campus university from 18 to 35 something like that, naona. So niko na meet mademu wengi sana university type. I was older, nilikuwa 30 something. That's how I met my wife. Tukaoana, tukakuwa na mtoi. Ali understand na mtoi na kila kitu. So mimi sikuwa na wish niwe Mgoso, lakini ika happen too because of hata nilikuwa naive. Nikasema hivi, since I'm already building my business and nimezoea ku provide for my kid, ama I'm trying to do everything to provide our kid, let me start something else na mtu naweza trust. Naona nikawa wife. Ishaikuwa successful. Mufil kama bado niko na shida kidogo. Unajua kwa nini? Because si understand custom yao sana, but over time nimekam ku understand. Umeona? So kinuza sahi, the thing I did tumeona 12 years. 12 years ago when I met her, and now, yeah, I've learned some things. But nile, ukilearn things when it's too late, sometimes you just live with it. Juu nile, ni mufocus hivi, musemaje, my goals ni ku provide for my kids. As long as you ni priority, nothing else itani derail. Unaona hivyo? Nothing will derail me. My daughter yuko na mama yake. Mama yake aliolewa tena. So mama yake kona hazi. Lakini ni ile siwezi mu influence the way I want to. So I live with it. So ni part of my life ile I have to do it. I can't escape it because it is what it is. Unaona hivyo? I have one kid Mwafrika na watoto watatu wako mixed. So sawa, I have to deal with that. Because about you ako 16. Niko na 2 more years before ako 18, apate ID, apate driver's license. Kwanza napata driver's license this year, by the way. So it's like it's already over. I made my mistakes na nile. I'm trying my best kukua the dad that she never spent time with. Alafu at the same time, I'm learning from that mistake to raise my remaining kids all in the same household. So it is what it is. But you see part of business and nini. So as long as na stick nayo, hata ukiwa mzungu, uwe mlatino, uwe mnini, it doesn't matter. As long as the common good, it could be 30%. Stick na hiyo foundation. Naona. Siwezi kwambia ati najua watu weupe wote, kwa sababu their entire family ni wabaguzi. Lakini mimi unanitreat different. Because maybe mimi ndio flip script. Because wasema, watu weusi. But Albert. Naambia, no, it's not just Albert. Kuna watu wengi kama Albert na vile hawajui. Naona. It is what it is. Mbona hivyo? So kusema ati watakuoa shemeji, jailmana, wewe mzungu kama unaoa. You'll figure it out. Lakini always dwell on the positive. Ukiona imekuwa too toxic, musema hivyo, from my own good. Leave. Toka. Juu, hii historia kuja hapa States, kama umeoana mtu, alafu msikizani. Honestly speaking, ishia. Naona, ishia. Because mkaa pamoja, mtaumizana bure. Walk away. Naona. Alafu adjust, whatever. Kami baby mama, ningetry. But ilikuwa so toxic. Hata si from my end, ni kama alijua akika closer to mimi, maybe there's convinced to owane. She didn't want that. Okay. Nilimpatia ile space nika get away. And maybe I was able to breathe and think. Tunashare mtoi bado. So ili kwenda man, I spend so much time not being around my kid because of your situation moja. So na watu unajua unaangalia na situation yako saa zingine. The people who I feel that I could trust ni hao ngosa best yangu niko na do nao campus ministry because uko na ile common good. But saa hii kuangalia kama sema mambo ya business, saa hii business yangu imestall because ya mama. Naona sababu yeye hataka kufanya kazi, track yake ya contribute kwa business, so tumekuwa na differences but that's something else. Naona ni life si perfect, una figure out as you go. So kusema utakuwa mgoso, wewe mgoso tu. Ukiona ni attractive, which is the worst metrics you can use, attractiveness, but if that's your thing, ukiona ni attractive, wewe muoe tu. Naona mtaka pamoja. When he gets toxic though, leave. Leave kabisa. Usikae hapo hivyo. Kabisa, leave. Never. It's not worth it. Usikuwa ati ulioa mtu alafu uenda kwenda jela because mlipigana alafu yeye ni mgoso alafu ukafanya ubaguzi kuingia jela. Ikuwa toxic peacefully. Separate mwende your separate ways. Maisha yako iko more important than kitu yote ya mtu mwingine. Naweza sema hivyo. Hii ni commentary ya leo. So tamaliza live bana. Ni 3 hours bana. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Ni over 3 hours. So tamaliza live bana. Alafu tuangalie next week. Sijui mbona hiyo story imekama up. Naona. Vincent asema nini? Asema you're doing a good job. Okay, sawa. Amesema one more thing. Amesema nini? Watoi should be your first priority. The rest comes later. That's true. Naona. And do you think it's easy getting an African girl to marry there? Nikiwa kwa ground, how is it there like? I don't know. Something ile, man, I'm not an expert. No. There's so much Nimelan life, but still, does it mean that because it's so hard, you don't have to try it? No, you figure it out. No. So if you make money, at least for your comfort level, your rich life, I'm a happy man. I don't really care. Kuna vitu mufanya, I get pleasure from the things I do. No. Kama nikishare experiences now I say, it feels good. I feel kama I'm contributing to the community. That's all that matters. Alafu number 2, watoi wangu ndio priority. Naona. Hata mother wao wafanye nini, ndangoja paka watoke wote, alafu mimi nijichuje. Alafu ndakuwa na structure in a way that ndajichuje aje. Naona hivyo. So si kitu ati usema ati kuna specifications na nini. Real life ni real life. Stick hapo kitu. Hata madem the same thing. Kama umeolewa na hazina wewe ni dem na kuna toxicity. Mimi siwezi define because I'm not a woman. Mimi ni chali. Mimi najua ile side ya chali. Toka madhe. Divorce. Anasema kuwa hata good, sema I don't even want the half of it. Divide this, take your money and go. Naona. Ni ile tu kama ni pesa unapata kama wewe ni dem, chukua pesa ya watoto. Ile usakiwa pesa ya watoto ile child support. Move, go away. You still have a lot of years kukua happy. You can't spend the rest of your life na mtu akulete ile joy na whatever. But it's to me a trivial reasons he's not attractive enough. Everybody gets ugly at some point. No. You see reason. But ni hivyo. Just as an older brother. Ka place ni toxic. Jikate. Toka. No. That's what I would say. At the end of the day, you're still an individual. No. Kama uko happy, if you're not happy in a situation, mentally, it's just in your own space. Auta exist vizuri. Uko na resentment, uko na sijui, just leave. Just, man, doesn't matter. Sema ati naogopa church itani condemn. Man, he doesn't care. At the end of the day, ni wewe tunaona. Kila mtu ni individual. You are you. You're the only you possible. So if the only you possible is not happy, leave. I'm so sorry I'm saying that, but leave. No. Do things that make you happy. Life is too short to be sad. Na kuchukua mzigo ya mtu upatie mtu mwingine. No. Don't do that. Utakuwa jua makaratasi, jua ni makaratasi. Just get your papers and leave. Shauri yako. No. You miss your life lesson. Me naongea to my own personal experience. But you get the point. Just in case nobody has ever yelled at you, kuwa responsible for your own peace. Utter happiness. Happiness is part of peace, by the way. When you're peaceful, you're happy. No. When you're happy, you're peaceful. Vice versa. Useme ati, I'm doing this because somebody thinks that. BS. You have to be happy. No. I'm laughing right now. I smile every day. Konini, I'm not the richest guy in Minnesota. I'm just some guy. No. But everything I do, lazima kuna hiyo effort. When I do it, I enjoy it. It feels good. Goodness. No. Even when I make a stupid video that I'll never share, the fact that nilimake a video na you watch, it feels good. That's it. No. Just do your thing, man. Be happy. Peaceful na happiness. Kwa nini? It's a long life to live. No. Huwezi sema ati, I'm going to be frustrated for somebody else's sake. Don't do that. No. But kama una watoi first priority. Vumilia tu. Because they need that. They need your stability. Me mwaga more passionate because of my daughter. Nasemaje, hopefully, vile amekuwa raised, mtu akumcreatea atmosphere that she can talk to me. She can tell me anything she wants. No. Akaniambia ati, hey, daddy, there's this boy that, do you like the boy? Yes, I do. Talk to the boy. Wrong advice for a daddy to tell the daughter. Does he like you? No, I don't know. Listen, Albert is your dad. And I'm your boy, hey, listen, boy. I like you. Wrong advice. But I was just telling her, like, find your thing when you grab mwambie, listen, I'm trying to get your attention. Akata, move on. No. I've just try to relate. Like, I'm trying to create space kwa dota wangu ni ile, if she ever needs to talk about anything, anaweza niambia. No. Because nime lose so much time blanishi na mama yake, sijaipata ile, maybe it's for her, for the good of her, maybe it's not for the good, I don't know. But ni ile, life is an experiment anyway. No. Kila mtu si drop you hapa, bloop, nambua, go figure. No. Alafu enda figure out. But your happiness and your peace, it's your own responsibility. So usikae mahali na uko happy. Don't do that. No. Tumaze live. Anytime that I'm always on your live, you're always happy. Maze, thanks. That's so nice. Maika, usijali. Ni vitu mingi. I try to. The things that I find passion is, muifanya na passion yani. It doesn't cost me anything to be happy. Kama could travel could make me really happy. Lakini my kids need me. No. So, in your life. So, 4 kids. Si rahisi. No. So sawa say Tamaza live basi. Why do I have to get so deep over here? Anyway, niva tu. Vile inafaa. No. Your own happiness is your own responsibility. You have to be happy every day. You have to be in peace. Kwa nini? Any decisions inakuwa made, you're peaceful and you're happy, is the best decision. You'll never regret it. Mwana hivyo. You'll never regret it. Sababu you make in a rational mind. Anything nafanya under pressure, maybe ni ile ya development. Ile I want to start a business. Kama mimi, when I have a track payment, you need motivate to work hard. Kwa nini? Because I know I owe somebody money. I can't wait until I pay off the track. That's my adrenaline. No. But overall, your peacefulness and your happiness is your own responsibility. Protect it. No. Because at the end of the day, you're an individual. Sasa uko kwa hao umelala hivi una scroll through TikTok usiku, if that's what you do. TikTok usiku unaangalia, let's doomless. You're by yourself. You have to be happy. Ndio kiamka asubuhi, una do the right thing. So ndio hivyo basi real talk. Tongea baadaye basi wase. Tani manza live hapa nianze na TikTok ndio wasinisumbue seme, these people still watching. There's a TikTok end live. Nimechelewa, kuna job kesho, So isamanga hivyo. End live, you have viewers still marvel at your energy. Sijali bana. Just be happy. So TikTok imeenda. YouTube wase, see you on the next one. Peace. Kuna video moja kesho ya tracking. Ama ni kesho kutwa, sijui na hii post lini. Lazima niweke thumbnail. Sasa, Vini, see you on the next one. But enda muwe wazungu. Sometimes ni opportunity ya kuwa mzungu. Inakufungua akili. Unakuwa more broad. Usiogope. Kama unaogopa usiogope. Live your life, man. I don't care. Live your life. Sasa, see you on the next one, basi. Bye-bye.